All right, what's up, gamers? How we doing today? So before we get started on the 500 sub special, the Going Medieval Jams, we're gonna do a little housekeeping. So right here I have the wheel, the magic wheel. We'll see this a couple times throughout the stream. Now this magical wheel has the names of everybody that used the hashtag 500beans, so it's the early bird special. So I'm gonna spin it, and we are going to see who wins some merch. So let's get going. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. Oh, hey, Neil. Good evening. From the Great Britain area. Never actually been to the main island, but I've spent some time in Ireland. I've been to the English Channel, though. I mean, granted, it was on a U.S. naval vessel, but we never touched land. But still, I got close. I could see it. I could see the UK. Good evening, Euphoria. From the UK as well. Awesome. Yes, Neil, I got wet. I was on watch that day, which is why I got to see it, and I took a face full of water. So you'll be very pleased about that. So our first winner, Racing Plays. Congratulations. And I typed it and it did nothing. Awesome. All right. It's weird to catch an American live early, but I kind of like it. Yeah. I know it's odd. I'm thinking this is going to be my new time, actually. It actually fits my work schedule a lot better, weirdly. All right, so Racing Plays. That's our first winner. Haha, gotcha. We're going to spin again. Hopefully we won't land on him again, because I don't know how to change it. So let's go for a second spin. I ordered a fuck ton of t-shirts, so let's get rid of them. Oh. Boom! Don Arnold, winner number 2. Whittle number 2? Winner number 2. Alright, there we go, Don. Congratulations. Racing Plays, congratulations, Don. You're both now the proud new owners of some awesome Bears and Beans t-shirts. Which I'm actually wearing mine right now, and it fits like a glove. It's so soft. I pulled it out of the dryer just before I came in. And, dude, it's fresh. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. It's great for a streamer to do, yeah. No, I feel ya, because it's the other way for me, because I have a lot of channels that I follow that are in the UK. And so it's weird because, you know, when they do it in the evening, then I'm at work. And I'm like, well, what the hell? So yes, I am catering to as much of the world as I could. I literally sat down with like a map on Google and did the whole, you know, time zone thing. And I was like, all right, what's going to work the best between my work schedule and between the rest of the world? Yes, Dav, so close, twice in a row. I know, I'm sorry. But hey, you're here, so maybe you'll win one of those Steam keys. Which, here, let me switch up the screen now real quick. So now the next bit of housekeeping is I have an awesome little trailer to show y'all. So I know I've been talking about it in a bunch of my videos lately, but I actually funded a Kickstart for this game. Yes, time zones are a headache. But what's funny is I've actually watched streams, or not, like podcasts things, about like just like really dumb people being like, you know, why do we even have time zones? We don't need them. But like, do you not know how like physics works? The rotation of the Earth? Like, come on. I mean, I understand daylight savings. Daylight savings in America is stupid. I'm sorry. This is something that really irritates me because I hate that I have to move my clock twice a year. Don't worry, Dev. I know it's early for you. I'll make sure that your name gets thrown in the hat. And if you win, I'm gonna blow it up. I mean, you know me. The last time somebody won, I blew it up all over the channel. So trust me, you'll get plenty of PR. All right. Anyway, heading back, so I can switch it back over. All right. So as many of you know, I funded a Kickstart for a game, so I'm actually going to be labeled as a producer. But I wanted to play the trailer for that game for y'all, and this is the game that I will be giving away. So I have three Steam keys that come with early access. Not alpha. I'll be doing the alpha, but you guys will get at least early access before the rest of, the Joe Schmoes. But let's sit back and enjoy the trailer for Circle of Kerzoven. I do really like the art style of this game. It's very cheeky. So as you can see, it's very much like a colony management. If you read up on the game, it's kind of a combination between Going Medieval and Banished. Very heavily inspired by Banished, for those of you that have played that. But what's cool is that it's more on the management side, kind of like City Skylines, rather than on the, micro level like Going Medieval is. I mean, come on, look at those emoticons. Yeah, so if you're a fan of Banished, which I see you there, Euphoria. If you're a fan of Banished, you're a fan of Going Medieval, you're a fan of, like, Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, Foundations. Yeah, it's got it falls in line with all those kind of similar games, except for this one is the animals, the plants, the people all have, like, pre-done, like, personalities and vibes, and so it's not as much custom, but it is really cool. Yeah, the aesthetic is great, right? It's kind of Minecraft-y without being, like, too blocky. At least that's the vibe I get. Right, Banished with Kingdom and Castle, definitely. Yep. Oh, they're not launching on Kickstart. It's already done. But yep, that will be the game that I will be passing out today. Oh, definitely. Definitely, Devin. You will get to see plenty of these new... I have a whole list. I mean, Friday only comes once a week, right? So I have a whole list of games that I will be debuting on the Friday free play. Which actually, the game that we just watched, they sent me a demo for that. So that will be this next Friday. Just because, the Kickstart just finished. They're sending all the stuff out. Like, they're really trying to hype it up, which they're doing a great job. So I will be doing the demo for that, this next Friday. And then after that, trust me, I have a good long list. I know I kind of deviated from my normal game style by doing the Amanda the Adventurer. But like I said in that video, my daughters just would not let it go. They were like, Dad, do a video on this. I was like, all right, I'll play it. Because they just wanted to see, it's like that weird, I want to watch you watch it kind of thing. Because they love it so much. And it was a good game. It was quick. We pretty much beat it in like 4 hours. And that was even with me wandering around and, being ridiculous. All right, let's go ahead and load up City Life. And let's get started on the 500 sub special. Let's get it rolling. Get it kicking. Maybe about another hour, hour and a half. Then we'll do another magic wheel. Give away a Steam. And then maybe another hour after that, so on. I mean, you can see the pattern. But yeah, we'll get it going. We'll have some fun tonight. Today. This afternoon, this morning, wherever you are. Who cares? We'll have fun. That's all that matters, right? Alright. Now, I haven't been here in a minute, so let's do a little assessing real quick. Alright. Alright, how are we coming over here? Okay, yeah, we were working on our supports for our Pito storage. Alright. Yeah, looks like we broadened the cemetery. I enjoyed that playthrough. The game is janky, but just the amount of creepy. Yep, no, I totally agree, Dav. Totally agree. Like it was cheesy enough that it still kind of gave me creep vibes. Like it definitely wasn't jump out of my seat creepy. You know, like there's a new game on Xbox. It's on Game Pass for those of you that have it. It's called The Bunker. I didn't know about it until it came to Game Pass. Because typically console is kind of what I do. And then I played that. Oh, dude, that gave me nightmares. I was like, what is this game? Like, they should not be allowed to make this. Alright. So, let's pop up, see how our levels are doing. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got our little banners going. So, I forgot who it was, but somebody had mentioned doing the double brick. We got the double brick ovens. Unfortunately, we can't task somebody to do that, like, only, because it's part of the construction tree, and all this other construction stuff, like, over here, and like, they'll want to go run and do that, and leave this alone. So that is unfortunate, and I don't understand why it's not in... What the hell is going on here? Expand, will it... Oh... Well, we at least planted them, so that's fine. They'll just grow, and they'll just do their thing. We'll still have our beautiful bushes. And we got our blacksmith going over here. So that's good. We're still building things up. Alright, still working on the roof over here. I'm liking the little cornered wood style. I'll do that for this building as well. Just because it's got the canopy, but then the rest of them we'll do in this cool brick. And we got our farms are going. We got, what are these, wolves? Oh, there's our little mini forest that we did. Haha, there she is. Looking good with all her variety of trees. So now one cool thing with the new update, for those of you that don't know, is that these trees in here that are being blocked by all these big trees are actually going to grow stunted. So right now it's currently in sapling, but as it gets bigger, it'll mark it as being stunted if it can't receive enough. Let's see if we can find one. I'm not gonna sit there and click on every tree. Let's be honest, you guys didn't come to see me click on every tree. Oh yes, Stranded Alien Dawn. For those of you that have been watching that series, that game is really fun. I'm doing the military outpost campaign, and that's fun. It's a lot slower paced game. Kind of, right? The decision making process is a lot slower, but the actual gameplay is a lot faster. As far as like each of the days. So it is interesting. Alright. It looks like we're swapping that out for brick. That's right, and then we got the brick going up here. Okay, okay. So we're coming right along. Our library is looking epic as ever. Lots of books, lots of research. Yep, Rachnu doing all that research. Alright. Did you see that you can choose plants to go to seed? You get 10 seeds for every square. Solved my issue of always running out of seeds and waiting for the vendor. Yes, I did know about that. Typically, though, I haven't really ran into that issue until, like, obviously now. But yes, you can go on and say you just wanted to do a batch. You can change them to seed. Right here, go to seed. So my normal yield, it'll get me about 3 cabbage right now. See, so I can come here, click on the whole damn thing. Oh no, not that one. Let's see, right here, go to seed. So I'd get 3 carrots out of it, but 10 carrot seed in this phase, right? Because they're not ready. So you have to keep an eye on it. But yes, I did know about that. I've never really had that be a problem, just because the merchant does come around enough. And I like to get rid of stuff. And so seeds are an easy, lightweight thing to, you know, grab stuff up. Oh, we got that first banner down. Looking sharp. Alright. Oops, something happened. Oops, something happened. Research available. What do we got? Decorative structures. I'm good. Those can wait. All right, we got to get everything going first before we can start decorating. No bricks. All right, where's Donald? Only the stockpile. Where you at, Donald? Yo, bro is all the way out there. There you go. Prioritize production. We'll get that one going, and we'll get him going on the other one. So prioritize production. Let's get him going on that one. And I think we're finally at a point where we're running out of clay. Yeah, we only have 95 clay left. So, let's get some more. Oh, here's a little clay action. Oh, that's down below. Do we have any up top? I just don't want to send my people down a little bit right here, but that's kind of not worth it. Well, we have the normal... Actually, I think... No, the pink was salt. That's my bad. This is the clay. This is the clay. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Clay, 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 clay... Take all that clay, all of this, all of you. Right, we're gonna need a lot. All right, there we go. Hopefully they'll get that all mined out. There we go. Make it kind of look like a normal pit, right? This is the one thing I am loving, is the pathing. That pathing. You can see where they've been running to and from all the time. I just think that's so cool. Get all this shit. Get all this shit. Chop all this shit down. Alright, I've been watching many playthroughs of Alien Dawn. Have learned a lot already. That's great, Euphoria. That's totally what I did before I decided to start playing. My very first video that I did was me just cold playing. Because I was like, you know, that was for the Friday free play. I was like, let's just cold turkey it, see if we can figure it out. I did the demo on my own. But then I watched some videos, you know, before I headed into my series. And yes, there's a lot of good material out there. That's the beautiful thing about the YouTube community, especially amongst gamers, is we're all more than willing to help each other out. I ran out of seeds early game, and both the first 2 vendors in a row had no seeds. Everyone had to be a carnivore, and I lost a villager to a pig. Sad times. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, domestic or wild boar, I'm trying to imagine that. I'm assuming if the pig fought back, it was probably wild. Because domesticated animals, I hate to say this, but they kind of just bend over and take it. At least that's my experience. Settlers are exhausted. Why are you exhausted? You're hungry. She's extra tired. Well, you're in bed. Like, go to sleep. Let's see what her mood is. How's she feeling? Ugly apparel. That's fair. She's drenched. Oh, now she's just wet. Let's see what the room is in there. 62-ish degrees. Wild. It was livid. Oh, I believe that. Yes, the villager got the chop. Oh, euphoria. Loving it. You could say that they definitely pigged out that night. Oh, low-hanging fruit. Love it. Well, I'm glad that watching me helped you. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for that inspiration. Which, speaking of inspiration, I'm trying to think of what I want my next challenge to be for a Going Medieval season. One that a lot of people keep kind of bringing up and I think would be really interesting is doing like a Naked and Afraid. So I have one guy and one girl, completely naked. They start out with nothing except for, like 2 items that they're allowed to bring. And I put the game on max difficulty and start them off in like winter or something, like super hard, and basically just see. My only concern with that, though, is that might be just a good live stream, because they'll probably end up dying in like the first or second episode. But still, I think that would be an interesting concept. Another one that I'm kind of toying around is doing like a true, because you figure 1300s England. Kind of a big thing was obviously the Danish, or the Danes as they called them, invading, especially during the time of Alfred and Eafled and all them. But having like a Dane playthrough where they're all like badass warriors, but they have literally no skills. So have like maybe a higher starting number of like 4 or 5 villagers instead of just the normal 3, and they're all like, maybe a couple of them are melee awesome, and then a couple marksman awesome, but then other than that they have literally no other skills because they're just warriors. And so they've invaded this land, they took this land, and now they don't know what the fuck to do with it. So I think that would be really interesting. But I'm definitely open for any other ideas, because I'm having a hard time racking my brain. We could do a lone survivor, because I have found myself watching the show Alone on my Disney Plus, because it's through National Geographic. Which, that show is excellent. It's definitely something I haven't kind of really thought of. But I think it would be really cool to just have a single survivor who has like a lot of really good skills, but he basically just has to live on his own and make it. So he has to do everything solo. So just one guy, and just tell the epic story of this one guy living as long as he possibly can. So don't take in any new villagers, nothing. Just this dude solo. I think that would be a really interesting concept. Yes. Okay, so Devin's on board with Alone. Arden, considering how moody the villagers can be in winter, a Naked and Afraid in that season would probably make some good, funny content. Definitely. They would probably just bitch the entire time, let's be honest. I'm cold, I'm hungry, I'm this, but again, I think that would probably not get me through like 13 episodes. I think that would be more of like a solid, like maybe 4-hour stream, and we just see how far we can make it. Oh, bro. I totally wasn't paying attention. Why does it keep slowing down? It's like doing something weird, like when they sleep. As far as I know, babies aren't a thing yet. And I say yet. Because they did, one thing that they added, I believe it was in update 7, don't quote me on this, but 7 or 8, they added the relationship aspect, which is now why when you click on a villager, they actually have like socializing social ranks amongst each other now. So they did add that. And if you go to the main menu, there is a kind of log that shows you the updates to come. And there is a concept on there for, it says marriage and family. So maybe babies are coming? I don't know. But at the rate they're going, I mean, we probably won't see that for like another year, because it's down towards the bottom of the list, and they kind of check off maybe 2 things at a time, which is totally fair, because they're doing a great job. I love this game. All right, so friendly visit, lone traveler. A rangy hawker empties their pack, spreading a selection of oddments on a linen cloth on the ground. I buy and sell things that take my fancy on the road, they said with a crooked smile. Take a look if you like. Right, it's the creeper. It's the creeper merchant. Ooh, there's a little argument going on here. Saw that double thumbs down. Ooh, drama. Drama and Hexam. Alright, let's check out our research. Ooh, we got some new goodies. Got that cartography. Okay, we can do better bows. Go for blacksmithing. Decorative structures still. Stone block. Defensive structures. Go for that research too. You know what, let's go for the better bows. Oh, and I forgot I paused it. That's fair. Alright, they finally sealed it back in, so now this labels as a spare room. So we got 2 random brick columns. Still need to build... Oh, there he goes. Just in time. Build that sexy banner. Any day now. There we go. Oh, it's Letet. Lete. Leti. Alright, we got the trader here. So who's our hawker? Let's see. 10. 1. 19. Dunstan. My dude. Come barter. I want 3 things from this game. Water. Bridge. Ability to grow hay. Right? It does seem odd that you can grow flax and barley, but you can't grow hay. You just have to... But if in Stranded Alien Dawn, you can. You send somebody to quote-unquote study it. They study the long grass and learn how, to get the seed to make hay. But in this game, they're just like, hay's wild. Go figure it out. Like, no, excuse me, sir. See, and I know, too, that, like, something like barley, right? They only actually use that little top bit. And the rest of it, they would still bale, and then that would essentially be hay. So I think that would be another interesting thing, is maybe have, for like the flax and the barley, after you use it, or maybe have like an extra workstation where they have to, quote, process it. And a byproduct is hay, and then you get, either seed, or you get, grain, or, something like that. Because that would definitely be interesting. So it's like, okay, if you don't want us to plant separate fields of hay, then give us like a station, some kind of farm technology, where then we can strip stuff down, and then you add like corn, and which unfortunately I understand that, corn didn't exist really back then. It was more of a North American thing with the maize and all that, but still. But I mean, Ireland was close by, and they had potatoes. You can add some potatoes. And if potatoes are in this game, then I've been cheated every single playthrough, because I have never found potatoes. It's just damn cabbages and radish. Is that a tamed wolf or a stuck wolf? That is a wild stuck wolf. So when our wall was down, it didn't label this as a room, so he wandered himself up into our church, or churches, and now he's stuck up there. So unfortunately, we're going to have to deal with him, at some points at least. But let's get Dunstan to barter. Let's get some bartering going. Hey Don, what's up? How's it going? You missed it, my dude. Yeah, you're the happy winner of a t-shirt. So look out for my message. You and Racing Plays. I'll be hitting you guys up. Hitting y'all up. Hay as a byproduct would make total sense. Would also make you want to grow barley early instead of waiting until you get brewing. Yes, definitely. I completely agree, Neil. Completely agree. Yes, I have good ideas. I'm not totally useless. I play video games and I think. Alright, what are we gonna do? Ooh, some aged fine wine. Lovely. Alright, so 75 capacity with only 14 used up. So, like I said, we're gonna grab that beet seed. What else you got for us? You can take all of our birch, because you guys should know by now, I'm not a fan of birch. Ooh, we got herb seeds. Have we not planted an herb garden? That is interesting. Does he have anything else? Yo, this dude... Stuffed eggs? I feel like we need to get those on principle. Right? Like, we need to... We got a shit ton of clothing. Wow. Let's just start getting rid of some tallow. Because unfortunately, you can't really do anything with it until later on. There's one challenge I saw, build everything in a box. Yes, I did that for my 100 sub special. I gave myself 100 squares, so a 10 by 10. And essentially it led to me building, you know, the Tower of Isengard. Where each floor served a purpose. You had a butcher floor, you had a cooking floor, you had a sleeping floor, you had a tailor floor, you had a whole bunch of storage, because then I went down also. And that was a pain in the ass. But... doing a challenge where I'm restricted to maybe a little bit bigger space. Something, yeah, 10 by 50. That would work. And I'll just wall it off or moat it off. Something. Create my kill box with my maze as always. But I feel like that alone wouldn't really... because, I mean, you could just build up. And you could dig down. I feel like you'd have to do more to that challenge. Like, restrict it to, like, only two floors up, 2 floors down or something. Or... you can only build, you know, 3 buildings, or, you know, whatever. Son of a... Thank you, Arden. To carry weight. Thank you. Alright. So, no stuffed eggs for us. You can hear me furiously clicking. That's fine. We'll just take the seeds. So we do a little bit of business. We give them a little bit extra so that way we'll be in good standing with whoever they are. Ripping Gale. Yes, thank you, Arden, for that unfortunate... Yeah. Son of a bitch. Oh well, no stuffed eggs today. There's only 4 of them anyway. It probably wouldn't be fair. Alright, everybody gets a half a egg. That's not... Oh my god, if I, like, walked into the kitchen and my wife was just like, oh, here's half an egg, I'd be like, the fuck is this? Like, what are you, high? Like, I don't deserve a half egg. What is this? What is this tomfoolery? This nonsense? Yeah, I mean, there probably is something worth more that I could do for the eggs, but I really just don't want to sit here and... You know, and we're thriving. We've got food. We've got plenty of clothes. Like, you know, I'd rather have the stuff and not need it than, you know, get to a point where we need it and not have it. Ooh, Scotch eggs. What are those? It sounds delicious. So, I currently live in Ohio, which is northeast area. But I'm not from here. I'm originally from California. So my California diet from the area I was in was basically just Mexican food. So I know and love a whole lot about Mexican food. And it's amazing. I will gladly, like, I could live on Mexican food for the rest of my life. I'm totally happy with that. Give me the occasional, you know, Chinese noodles or something, but bro, enchiladas, burritos, nachos, like, even just street tacos, just tortilla with a little bit of, you know, carne asada or steak or, you know, ground beef, something with just some onions and cilantro. Bro, I could eat that. I have no idea why the chickens die so easy. Somebody made a comment that they're blue Norwegian chickens. I don't know if that makes a difference, if that means something to all of you over there in Europe. Ripping Gale must have been quite the fart. Dav coming in strong with the puns. The bun puns. Oh, love it. I love a good fart joke. I'm a child at heart. I'm a teenage boy, let's be honest. My wife yells at me about it all the time. She's like, "You're such a boy." I'm like, yeah. Yes, Dawn, it is delicious. Scotch eggs are hard-boiled eggs surrounded in sausage meat, breadcrumb rolled in a ball. Oh, fuck you. That sounds delicious. Dude, oh. Hard-boiled eggs surrounded in sausage meat. Like, okay, so do you leave the egg? Like, you basically just take the shell off and then you just cover it in sausage meat? Or do you, like, mash it? Or, like, is there something special you do to the egg? Or is it just basically remove the shell, roll it in meat? I mean, either way is delicious. I don't give a fuck, but I'm just curious as to if I'm biting into this gigantic breadcrumb deep-fried sausage meatball. South Africa. Yo, okay, no joke. Which you might know the area a little bit. I know just kind of northeast of you guys, there's a little country called Swaziland. I actually lived there for like 9 months when I was in the Navy doing anti-piracy. We were doing like riverboat patrols and stuff. So yes, that area is gorgeous. The people are super nice too. I know the whole with Johannesburg. I know it's got its issues, which I'm not, you know, I don't judge, whatever. I don't really know it, so I'm not going to try and speak on it. But I know that there's, you know, historically always been issues. But South Africa as a whole is just beautiful. You know, and even the time I spent in Swaziland and, you know, even heading up into, like, you know, Ethiopia, like up in that, like, it's just gorgeous out there. It's I was stationed in a different kind of desert. But enough about me. The egg is whole and hard boiled. Oh, fuck. Okay. You just take that egg, roll it in sausage meat, breadcrumb, deep fry. I'm literally drooling. I have a little wet spot on my shirt. Look what you've done to me. Between that and the carne asada tacos. So, I don't know how it is for the rest of the world. But at least when I was a kid, you'd have these little, like, street food places. But the best ones, at least, you know, when I grew up in Cali, the best ones were the little food trucks, but not like the nice hipster food trucks that exist nowadays. Like, these were trashy food trucks, and we called them roach coaches. Because that's literally what they did, is they were like a, you know, transportation service for roaches, and most of those little things had, like, barely a C rating with the Food Administration. You know, on like an A, B, C, D. Some of them even had F, and they just would stick up their old C. But it's like, you didn't care, because that, you know, that food was good. It was made the traditional way, like. But the joke always was that, you know, you'd go to work and stop and get a Roach Coach burrito, and then 15 minutes after showing up to work, you'd be in your, quote, second office. And everyone knew, oh, so-and-so stopped for Roach Coach burrito. They're in their, in a conference call in their second office. Yes, well said, Arden. Cultural melting pot. Yeah, I mean, there is no perfect country, but there is tons of beautiful land. And that's what I like to focus on. I don't worry about the politics or any, I know everybody's got things going on. That's fine. You do you, I'll do me. I'm here to just envelop your culture, figure out something new that maybe I didn't know before, learn a new appreciation for something. Spending time in Swaziland and in South Africa amongst all the little villages and stuff really taught me the appreciation for something as simple as a bag of rice. And I definitely do not take that for granted anymore. And it also made me learn that exchange rates amongst different country currency is really not kind of fair. It's really not all that fair. Like, even just here on this side, between, like, islands, in the Caribbean in America, it's crazy. I love half-boiled egg. Add some butter and soy sauce mix, then tear some stale bread into them. No idea if this is something everyone... It doesn't need to be something, Dav. It's delicious. That's what it is. Just chalk it up to another deliciousness. Dude, I love eggs. I could never be vegan. Sorry. I could never be vegan. I tried vegetarian once where, the no meat, but I still had, like, eggs and milk, and I couldn't be vegan. No, fuck that. Sorry. I like to refer to myself as an ethical meat eater. I'll eat meat, but, I'm only doing it because I know that if we shut down the factory farms, a lot of those animals would die in the wild. Alright, who's becoming annoyed? Johnette. Well, holy shit, you dug yourself into a hole, girl. Alright. We're gonna pause this. We need to do some crisis management here. I've been sitting here chatting with y'all, not even paying attention to the game. Got me thinking about food. Oh, I'm so hungry. It's not fair. It's not fair. Alright, let's put a ladder down right there. You, bro, prioritize building. Let's get it going. Oh, half-boiled eggs with some ham, cheese, and pepper in a sandwich. Ooh, what kind of pepper? This is a very serious question. What kind of pepper? Are we talking like green, red, yellow bell peppers? Are we talking like chili peppers? Are we talking like ground black pepper? This is a very serious question. I don't joke around when it comes to foods and ingredients, as you can tell. Hey, our little front thing is done. Look at that. Good job, everybody. Let's pat ourselves on the back. Alright, we're going to do a temporary ladder right here. Where are you at, boy? Let's get you... Oh, Godwin's already on it. I love eggs and cheese. Too much to be vegan, right? Dude, okay, so then you, being a fellow Cali person, huevos rancheros. Am I right? Am I right? Black pepper. Okay. So ham and cheese, black pepper, and then you can put the boiled egg. Okay, the half-boiled eggs, excuse me. That does sound good. Honestly, mash that all up and add a little bit of mustard. And bro, you got an egg salad sandwich. Like, boom. I don't do mayonnaise, so if for those of you out there that are like, yeah, it's gotta have mayonnaise. Nah, mustard. Mustard is where it's at. Okay. Yes, right? Huevos rancheros. Southeast Asian meal for everyone at least a few times in their childhood with variation. Okay, fair. I'll still eat the shit out of it. I don't care. Come on. I'm American. If there's one thing we know how to do, it's eat and be obese. And yell at other people about our problems. Which I don't do that part. I just eat. I love food. Like, good God. I love food. Carne asada breakfast burritos. Bro. The best one I ever had, though, was, and this is going to sound so random, but my little small town, we had one Denny's. And of all the places, you know, you're like, fucking Denny's, right? They had it, because it was a local delicacy thing. They had a carne asada and chorizo loaded omelet. It was basically a burrito, just without the tortilla. And holy crap. And then I would cover that thing in, like, I would have them add extra pico and extra, like, pepper jack cheese. Oh, and then I would just smother it in Cholula. My spice tolerance sucks, but if I'm being extra, I'd add some paprika and chili powder. Hey, that's no shame. Spice is spice. Doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be heat. It can be sweet. It can be savory. It can be bitter. Spice is spice, dude. I will take it. In my short time so far, I've had a lot of crazy ass foods, so I completely understand. But yeah, spice is spice. You know, if you're not a fan of the heat, you know, go sweet, or, you know, do that savory, or go for the kind of in between, you know, like curry or something. Like, oh, dude, yellow curry, red curry, like, even paprika though, like you said, is bomb. Chili powder is a good one because it's got that smoky. Oh, especially if you start going into like your garlics and then you start getting into like barbecue. Oh. Which I don't know who invented barbecue, like who the first person was that decided, hey, let's slow roast this over a fire, but let's like use fancy wood so it tastes like the wood. I want to go back in time and give that guy a fucking hearty handshake. Or gal, could have been a girl. Low turmeric with black pepper on my chicken before cooking. Ooh. Damn, dude. I thought this was a gaming channel. Shit, we're turning this into a fucking Martha Stewart special. God, I'm hungry. Alright, let's get the stairs up here. Right, ooh, actually, I have an idea. Let's get a platform. So we'll do that. We'll grab the stairs. Boom, boom. And we'll go there, and we'll go there. Okay. Perfect. So we'll get those going eventually. And then, nope, not windows. We want the double door action. Alright, we're going to come in here. Come on. Get that handled. Alright, then we'll go down. Let's grab the floor. We want our cobblestone. Throw that in there. Right? Food. Food is the thing that connects all people. That and music. Because that's really all you need, dude. You cook a good meal and have some tasty jams in the background. Everyone is set. You can get, you know, total strangers to become best friends in seconds. Bonding over some fried chicken with, you know, some 70s rock in the background or something. I love curry. I think my tolerance stops as a ghost pepper. Yeah, see, I would have to one up you on the ghost pepper. Like the Carolina Reaper, that'll put some hair on your chest. But then you mix that with like a poblano and maybe a jalapeno, and then we're starting to talk like the flamin' hot levels, where like you start crying. I actually did a spicy burger challenge one time at this random little hole-in-the-wall place. But they had made me sign a waiver that I wouldn't sue them if I had any medical issues because their burger was literally that spicy. And then they topped it with a deep-fried ghost pepper on the top. And you had to eat the whole thing, like lettuce, tomato, everything, all. You had to eat the pepper, you had to eat your fries, and then you were only allowed one drink, like one type of drink, so like water, soda, whatever, with 2 refills, and that was it. And you had as long as you wanted. You just couldn't get up, and that was all you, and you had to finish it. I could not. I got over half though, because my dad did it with me. Dude took like 3 bites, and then he started crying and ran to the bathroom. Yes, everyone always wants to show off their best dish or family dish. Usually when it comes to doing that, I'm the guy that brings the dessert. I'm the guy that brings that big ass tray of like tuxedo brownies or garbage cookies. Oh, dude, I have these garbage cookies. They're basically chocolate chip cranberry like oatmeal peanut butter cookies. And I literally called them garbage because one day I had to make cookies for some event or whatever, and I literally just took all the like cookie bags, you know, the little Betty Crocker dollar store bags, and just started dumping them all together and just mixed them to just make as big of a batch of consistent cookies as I could. People loved them. They were like, oh, make. So then I was like, all right, I wrote down the recipe. I was like, these are garbage cookies. Because that's literally. And then I have a cake that all my friends refer to as kitchen sink because it literally has everything but the kitchen sink in it. All right, friendly visit, merchant caravan. Scent of spices on the breeze preceded the arrival of a merchant caravan, lifting the spirits of Hexham inhabitants. Right? We're talking about food, and then this dude shows up with spices, and, you know, the people are like, Did it bring furs, cloth, or tidings from the wider world? I have so much to offer you, good people, the mercer cried out. Come, let's make a deal. Yes, I'm all about that deal. All about that base, all about that deal. From what I've heard, not for a lot of vegans, though. They seems to hate people enjoying food. Right? Stop taking the joy out of food. Yo, cookies and hot chocolate. Cookies and hot chocolate. Now, ultimate question. Do you get the hot chocolate with the tiny marshmallows? Come on, be a man. Or a lady warrior, tell me. Do you get the hot chocolate with the tiny marshmallows? Oh, here comes the caravan. And they're going to take the ladder one at a time. Right, the carry weight is only 100. Right. I've hit some caravans where they can hold higher. Alright, Dunstan. Come barter with Mac. Right. Oh yeah, see, look at this. Right there. Boom. The carry weight of this caravan is 1,400 kilos. And I'm a scientist. I know what a kilo is. Yes, the single merchants, because they're the lone, they can pretty much only carry whatever would go in a backpack. Alright, let's make a deal. Alright, we don't need any milk, because we're good on that. Mushroom, okay, what else you got? He's got a quality wool chair. Just one. It's got a lot of red meat. We haven't done a hunt in a while, and we're out of meat. So let's take all the meat off his hands. Right, might as well. These are pine. Ooh, I like pine. That's oak. I like oak. There's maple. Oh, yo, it started me, like, way down. Okay, here we go. Oh, no tiny marshmallows. That's fine. The fact that you're basically admitting to searching for them, that alone earns my respect. I've noticed that too about the caravans able to carry more. Yep. I think it's because it's all the escorts, right? It's all the people, or because they bring donkeys or whatever. No, we don't sell old goats, Dav. We kill them. Or we wait for them to die of natural causes and then we eat them. Got a dog. Wait, we have a dog? When the fuck did we get a dog? Alright, well, you can take the dog. I don't want to worry about that shit. Sorting your value. Yes, I like to keep them in alphabetical order. Because I'm super OCD like that. Alright, Christopher, thanks for the sub, my dude. Yes, which, for the subs, for those of you that don't know, I'm at like 530 and some change. So, a little late on the 500 sub special. But still, the more the merrier. Because then I'm going to do my next big giveaway at the 1,000 mark. Which for that one, we're gonna pop champagne. We're going to get crazy. Hopefully I can afford champagne by then. Alright, he's got apples. Yo, let's grab the apples. I want to make some apples. Yeah, see, he's got an ass. And I can say that because it's a donkey. He's got a wool banner. That's random. He's got some barley. Basic research table. I thought about training the dog to haul, but that would take time for somebody to do that. And it takes, like, a day or two. It's not instantaneous. So, I'll meh it for now. Alright, let's grab some seeds. Here we go. Get rid of those birch. Ooh, blacksmith for... Yo, that shit's expensive. I'd have to sell all my goats just for that. Boar headpiece. Alright, they're not liking these, so let's get rid of them. Every time somebody puts one on, they bitch that it's ugly apparel. So that's fair. We got a lot of caps. Yo, we got a lot of caps. Let's get rid of maybe 2. Let's get rid of 3 of them. How are we doing here? Okay, we're still doing pretty good. Oh, let's get those carrot seeds. Cartography table. We don't have to research it. Hey, Racing Plays. Don't worry. You're late, but it's not for the worse because you were a t-shirt winner, my dude. At the beginning of the stream, I spun the magic wheel and you popped up, so you win a t-shirt. So look out for my message. You and Don Arnold. But don't worry, we still got many more giveaways to go. I'm gonna try and space them out. Oh, just those fucking chickens. We've learned our lesson, no chickens. Silly the goat. Oh, silly goat. Ooh, got them clay bricks. Yo, I might have to jump on that. Alright, let's see. Alright, now it might be time to start selling up. Oh, dude, just give him a bunch of fucking dirt. Be like, here, take all my dirt. Alright, flax seeds. Now we're good there. Ooh, gold. Ooh, fancy. We'll sell the hair headpiece. Because nobody was really liking it. Ooh, healing kits. Herb seed herbs. Some honey crisples. The hoods. We don't want ice. We got a shit ton of iron ingots. That's good. Junket. What is junket? Oh, it's a food. I can't handle the villagers and their fussiness with clothes. They're never satisfied. Yeah, it has to do... Part of it has to do with the rating. So, like, sturdy versus good. Stuff like that. And then they each have their, like, style. Unfortunately, it's a weird, like, background thing. I don't understand it. But it is what it is. Lavish meals. Got a lot of extra limestone. Linen cloth. We got a shit ton of linen cloth. Let's go ahead and get rid of the maple. The milk, mushrooms, goats, oak sapling, pine sapling. Alright, here we go. Back to the meat, the chair. We got pies. I wonder if you put the chickens in a room, if it would keep them from dying. I've actually messed around with it, and I would have to agree with Dav. I do think it's a bug. I've actually reported it, and they sent me a thing saying that, like, I'm not the first person that's had issues with the chickens. So, that being said, we're apparently not the only ones. A stag headpiece. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Summer clothes. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we have 8. So, we'll want to keep those. Tallow. Let's go ahead and get rid of all of that. So, storage is still good. We're still not up to the 606. We'll get there. Alright, winter clothes. Let's get rid of these cheaper, like, shittier ones. Because they're probably not in good. And then wool cloth. Alright, now let's go back through and find what else we can sell. Okay, you've had issues too. Yep. Nope. That's one thing I love about playing early access games is that, you know, there's a very open dialogue with the developers. It's not like later on, once the game comes out, then they pretty much, you know, stiff you and say, hey, got issues? Shove it. It's like, whoa. I have issues with your game, bro. Chill. Let's get rid of all the saplings. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of oak, though. Yeah, we'll be fine. Because then all the trees will chop down. We'll get more. We got plenty of trees in the area, at least. Chickens have mad separation anxiety, right? They need to take a Xanax. Just chill. Chill the fuck out, bro. Or what was it that we had a shit ton of? Dirt. Let's get rid of the dirt. And let's go. What's 100 get us? Oh, yo, that's not even worth it. 6 cents a pop. Yeah, that's not even worth it. Alright, do we want... Got a lot of beets. I think it might be time to start analyzing our goats. Alright. We have a way of seeing... Okay, 13 days. 34 days. Okay, they're still good. It's 27 days. They're still good. Bibby. 35 days. Still young. A year. So they're marked as mature. So, bye. The dirt sells for essentially 6 cents, or 0.06 gold. It is dirt cheap. Haha. Low-hanging fruit. Love it. Alright. 34 days. Nope. 15 days. Nope. I mean, yeah, let's get rid of the sturdies. Let's only keep goods. Let's bump that up, too. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too, is the linen. When we get down there. Yeah, fuck the chickens. I mean, don't fuck the chickens, but, you know, forget about them. We'll get down there eventually. Oh, here we go. Good. Okay, so sturdy. We'll get rid of that. Oh, it's only 95 cents. Whatever. It'll clear up a spot. That's what's important. All right, linen cloth. As you can see, we got a bajillion. So let's bump that. Oh, there we go. Bump it up, 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 it up. Bump it up, it up. Here we go. Clickety click, clickety clack. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa, we got a little too generous. All right, there we go. We got rid of an old goat. We got rid of a bunch of old useless clothing. Got rid of a dog. Got rid of some saplings, some cloth. And in return, we're getting 48 meat, 107 bricks. We're getting some apple trees and tons of seeds to get us through the winter. All right, I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, that is a great deal. We're shaking hands. Boom, handshake. Look at all that shit just dumped out now. Alright, I'm going to slow it, and I'm going to get old boy here. So here. Prioritize this. Where'd you go? Yo, what are you doing? Oh, he's over here chopping. He's amongst the chopping. I do have to say, I do love my cemetery. Hauntingly beautiful. One thing we can do... One, two, three. Alright, let's just get the road started. Might as well. Start adding it all in. Right, they have the main path you can see right here. So why don't we just connect it for them already? They have a nice cobblestone way of running. Ah, come on. Come on, don't be that guy. Come on. There we go. Connect all that up. I wonder if they're going to add in horses and give us mounted knights, bandits spawn in, and we just run them down Rohirrim style, right? If they did that, then I would definitely do like a Lord of the Rings play and definitely do like Rohan and just have like everybody's a horse lord. That would be, oh, Oh, dude. I can hear it now. I can hear the horns. That scene from The Return of the King where he's like, "Ride on!" and he fucking hits all their swords, gets them to rush in, and even the orcs start shitting their pants because they see these horse lords just full bore. Oh, that would be epic. So, build this clay wall. Is it clay or is it clay brick? Okay, clay brick, clay brick, clay brick, clay brick. Okay, I just want to make sure, because I know sometimes I accidentally click clay, and it uses the raw clay. Whenever I see the cemetery, I imagine trees growing between the grave plots. Yes. Yes. You mean like this? Like that? The trees? Yes. That is a real statement. Which I thought, as kind of a... as a jokey thing, is maybe putting like an herb garden or something, or even just farming. Maybe I'll do that on another playthrough. Mix the farm in with the cemetery so it's like the bodies are the fertilizer. Because there actually are some cultures in the world that do that. Like you go back to the earth kind of a thing, which is, I think is really cool. Me personally, I wouldn't do that, but like when I die, I want my body launched into the sun because I'm made of star stuff, so I want to return to the star. But that's just me. Yes, that would be amazing, right? Doing the Rohirrim. Whenever I see the cemetery. Okay, yeah, trees. The Dothraki. Haha, true. But I feel like that would have to be more of a wanderer, right? Because they move a lot. Ride of the Valkyries theme music would then be mandatory for horse battles. Exactly. You should be able to build a huge straight staircase through all 16 layers and slide down with a shield Legolas style. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Right, just surfs up Legolas firing off arrows as you headshot, just instant headshot everything. I feel like if you do that move, you have to just instant headshot everything. That would be dope. Oh. Which, ironically enough, my very first videos when I did the Going Medieval Rise of the Dwarves, my inspiration did come from kind of a Helm's Deep Erebor macabre, and I dig it. Yep. Right, and I actually thought of doing that, you know, the whole body fertilizer. I'm assuming that's what you're saying for the macabre. I thought about doing that on one of my challenges, where, you know, doing like a circle of life. Everything that we take, we have to put back. So, like, you cut down a tree, and then you have to plant a tree where you cut it. Like, that, I feel like that would lead to some very tedious micromanaging. Oh, Letette and Godwina. Getting it. Alright, this is going to be our main entrance right here. We're going to rain arrows. They're not even going to stand a chance. Alright, once that's... Okay, that's up, so we can take that out. Then the only thing is that we just need to get this wall and this wall, so then the side spawns can't get to us. Alright, how are we on available wood? That's leather, that's not wood. Ooh, we don't have any wood in storage. That's not good. Oh, what? Well, shit, it's all on the floor. Let me go ahead and take those out. Right. Is that wolf still stuck upstairs? Yeah, he's still stuck. Oh, he's downstairs, but yeah, he's still stuck inside. Which, for those of you that haven't purchased this game yet and you are interested, Steam is doing a deal that includes the soundtrack. So if you are digging the music, you can get the soundtrack included when you buy the game. The Kingdom of York merchant is leaving. Good. Get out of here, you. Oh, here we go. Terraforming. Start putting all that dirt to use. Rug making. Yo. Got that infirmary bed. Yo. Alright, what else we got? Anything over there? Nope. Got that fletching. I'm thinking rug making. Right? Start making some rugs, decorative structures, blacksmithing. Alright, gives us the blacksmith station, so we can start making mechanical components. Short sword, ash. Oh, we might have to go with this. Yeah, let's go with blacksmithing. Boom. Ooh, it lets us do more? We don't really need that or that. Okay. Whenever I think of dwarves now, I remember the Diggy Diggy Hole song that started humming, right? Right. Alright. There we go. And we want it to be limestone. Ooh, that's big. That's what she said. Where is it going to go, though? Huh. I feel like it would need to go back here, and then we would need to move the smelt up. Might have to do that. Alright, so it takes up all of that. So, here, let's do this. Relocate this. We don't want it up. Do we want it like that? I feel like that would just be cramped. And honestly, wouldn't we want it facing out? I mean, yeah, let's do that. Oh well, let's see what happens. What was this one? This was... Oh, that's right, this was for raw product. So let's just put that out here. So we'll get rid of that. And then this guy... Yeah, I mean, I could extend the shed, but I kind of don't want to. Let's expand it to there. We'll just do that. Ooh, it had some stuff in it. Alright, where was it? Here. Limestone. Oh, we need limestone brick to make the forge. So we're going to have to make a clay brick forge then, unfortunately. Okay. Because I do not have... There. I do not have the stone brick making. That sucks. Why were they... What was that? They built the ladders. Like, you saw that, right? They were in there. What the junk? Okay. So now, let's put up some defenses right here. We want them flush. Yeah, let's do it flush. Like that. Get that flushed up. And then let's grab the floor. I feel like we can get away with wood floor up here, right? It's just a defensible building. Yeah, let's just do wood flooring up here. Yeah, we'll just do wood floor. Well, actually, it's not about birch. Hang on. We just want this much. Right? Well, actually, not this guy or this guy. Because then we'll do another row back here for decoration. But then this will go all the way to there. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Okie dokie. Very nice. Alright, we'll cover this up. There we go. Should build a watchtower behind the wall or a tower on the sides for the archers. Yes, that is something I'm definitely going to do. Well, the reason I'm doing the wall as too thick is you're going to have the guard here, and then you're going to have a walkable, and then I'll have stairs at each of the tower ends. So then that way, if they come from here, we can get up there. And then the same thing, we have the ladders that come here and here. See the little ladders? And so then the archers will be able to all be up here. So when they're assaulting right here, line that bad boy with archers. Bob's your uncle. Boom, done. Ooh, okay, so here, let's get into our... While the rest of the thing is going. Right? Hey, there we go. Let's get into the fun of the decorating. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Yeah, looking fresh. And then this one we'll throw on the corner. Damn it. All right, looking good. This one's gonna need all four, basically. This one will need just the one inside. This one, yeah. I know this is frivolous, and a lot of you are probably like, why are you doing this? But I think it looks cool. That one and that one. This one. And this one. Right, it's the little things like this that I think make these games. Alright, there we go. See, that looks cool. I think it looks cool. That adds a different feel. I feel like it's how they would do it. So you're doing a 2 entrance this time. I've not watched any this series yet. Been watching the Dwarf series. Yes, so for this one, there's 2 doors and then 2 doors. This is going to be the main entrance, and then everything else is landlocked except for I'm putting the wall here to block any of the spawns that come on that level, and then I'm putting the wall here to block, again, any spawns that come on this level, and because there is a ramp back here that it won't let me mine out. But then once you put the walls up and get those finished, then their AI, UI, whatever, naturally will come here because there's a door. And so to them, the hit points on a door is lower than the hit points on the wall. So then they'll come and go for the door. But then once they get past this first door, bada bing, bada boom, which actually that reminds me, now that we're thinking about it, these need to go away. And same with the pillars. These, I was thinking about it. So these we need to get rid of, and then we need to put the graded flooring. So then the archers can shoot down. So when they're stuck in here, the archers can shoot down through the floor. Yeah, texturing stuff is a real time sinker. One moment it's 11 p.m., next thing you know, the sun is kept, right? You spend all your time making things just look all little dainty pretty, and then you're like, son of a bitch, it's been 8 hours. Settlers are exhausted. Girl, I always feel like you're exhausted. How old are you? Let's look at your age. You're only 24. You shouldn't be exhausted. Are we overworking you? What's going on? Yeah, she's exhausted. She's got a lot of satisfaction. She literally goes to bed every night exhausted. Where is she? Huh. Well, then here, let's do this. Burp. Let's give her an extra hour. Let's see how she feels about that. Alright, and then we will come here. Oh, I forgot to click and drag. So we'll get that. And we'll get that. We will get that. And then that. Alright, have a nice little strong front. Good evening. It's really cool. Good evening as well. Glad that you could stop by. Actually, you're just in time. I'm going to stop here. We'll pause the game for a moment, and we're going to do another giveaway. So, welcome aboard. Have a chance to win a Steam key. A perk thing, something causing her to easily get exhausted. Ooh, that is a good point, Dav. Let's see. Let's dissect her personality. And there you have it. Dav, you're a genius. Genius! Someone give that man a trophy. Yes. So her sleep recovery speed, but then her depletion. So she rests up really, really quickly, but then she gets exhausted a lot faster. So, let's see then. You know what, let's double down on the sleep. So she doesn't get any leisure time. Sorry, girl. Well, you can have one. She's exhausted but satisfied. Exactly. Right? Like, I'm so tired, but it was a hard day's work and I'm really proud of myself, but man. Yes, there is a limit to how far down you can go. Right? So you see the 16, so there's 16 layers. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and pause it. Could mine the ramps and make them into ladders so it takes the AI longer to get up. Yes, but the only thing with that is with the ramps, it actually is easier for the archers to get them because they're obviously closer up, and then they will naturally line up literally to be killed. It's hilarious. I've done the ladder thing. The problem with that is the arch I've found in two different setups. Literally, I had the exact same wall and the exact same archers, the exact same enemies. The only difference was the stairs versus the ladders. And the archers I found had a harder time trying to hit the people on the ladders than on the stairs. Which is also why I added these two little sides, so that they'll come up and just naturally kind of stand there. And basically just tank the arrow damage. And they have nowhere to go. Leisure 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening before sleep. Nope, I am not a nice person like that. They get 1 moment of leisure, that is it. But, okay, so, actually, joking aside, that's what the anything is. So the reason I give them the anything is that way they can choose to go do leisure, or they can slot that time for food or for, prayer or whatever. I've actually found that it's a lot more effective and efficient if you give them more of the anything slot than if you force them to do leisure. Because if you force them to do leisure, then they're either going to go on a walk or they're going to go play the backgammon, and they're like, then that's it. And so they could be really happy that they're doing that, but they could be missing out on a religious activity, or they could be forgetting to eat or something because you're not giving enough of the anything time. But it is one thing to definitely keep in mind, which is also why I give them kind of that random lunch break, is they can decide to keep working through that, or they can use that moment to maybe go refill their food pouch, or go get some ale or wine or something. I'd imagine the urge loses the angle to shoot if you don't have the slope. Yeah, Neil, you kind of hit it there. It is hard to kind of analyze this game thoroughly, because you just want to be like, oh well, the physics and but easiest way to do it is just build some stairs, have the enemies line up, and basically just pick them off one at a time. And then we got the graded flooring that's going in, so they'll be able to shoot down through the floors. Okay, anyway, let me save it just in case. And then we're going to do another giveaway. So let me slide over here and get that all set up. Let me go ahead and turn my theme music off. All right. So let's see who we've got. So we've got Neil's in the house. We've got Dav in the house. All right. Those of you that are interested, if you haven't been active in chat, please just go ahead and, shoot an emoji, something. Let me know you're here so I can put your name down. Don Arnold, are you still with us, my dude? I see Arden. I see Neil Euphoria. Racing Plays, you're still with us. Let's see who else we got. We got Genever Ashke. I hope I'm saying that right. And we got Grizzly Welder. All right. We got Lass McGind. I hope I'm saying that right as well. Yo, Devin in the house. All right, so you got Euphoria, Grizzly Welder, Dav, Lass. All right, just trying to go back through and make sure I'm not missing anybody. Whew, looking back through this chat, I'm getting hungry again. Those of you that have been sticking around for it. That is a deer or a skinwalker. Adorable. It's supposed to be a deer. This art style that I found, it's just supposed to be like cheeky animals in the wilderness. All right, so last call. Anybody that wants to be in for the Steam game key giveaway, go ahead and give a shout out right now. I've got Dav, I've got Don Arnold, I've got Arden, I've got Neil, Euphoria, Racing. I'm gonna just call you Gene. Got Grizzly, got Lass, got Devin. Anybody else? Speak now, forever hold your pieces. Bueller. All right, I'll take that as a no. So let me go ahead and get this situated. All right, going to go full screen on this bad boy. All right, so for those of you that weren't here at the beginning, this is for Circle of Curvon, I believe is what it was called. I always butcher the second. It's Circle K something. I always butcher it. Circle of Kurzoven. That's what it is. Circle of Kurzoven. So I'll go ahead and write it in the chat. Circle of Kurzoven. So that is the game that I have 3 Steam keys to give away. So we'll go ahead and spin. Real quick, though, before we get started, shout out to Don Arnold and Racing Plays, our 2 t-shirt early bird special winners from the beginning of the stream. So congratulations. So keep an eye out for my message. And, oh shit, I didn't switch over. There we go. All right, you guys ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? And away we go. And it didn't work. There we go. All right, a Cali local, Gene. Congratulations, you're the first winner of the Circle of Kurzavan Steam Key with early access. Right, you always get so close, Neil. So close. All right, we'll do another spin, right? Because I said I have 3 of them. So let's just go ahead and knock them out, right? Let's just get them going. Love this epic music. All right, second winner, Racing Plays. Looks like you're double dipping today, my dude. All right, we'll do a third. Here's so the 3 keys, right? So I'll do one more spin for another key, and then I will do another for another shirt. How about that? I'm feeling like some of you should be winning. Dun, dun. Yes, Arden, you were on the spinner. Oh, you jinxed it, my dude. You jinxed it. And there you go, Neil. You are now the proud owner of a Steam Key and early access to Circle of Kurzavan. So congratulations to Gene, Racing Plays, and Neil. All right. And now we'll do one last spin for a shirt, which unfortunately, Don Arnold and Racing Plays, you've already won a shirt. So here we go. Oh ho ho ho! And I couldn't have ended it better than a Bears and Beans shirt going to Grizzly Welder. There's a joke there, I feel like. Somebody... Come on, I'll leave it to you guys to figure that one out. But congratulations, Grizzly Welder. You're now the proud owner of a soft, form-fitting, beautiful Bears and Beans t-shirt. All right, so let me get us back to the game. All right, let's see. Grizzly, you were a winner. Gene was a winner. Racing Plays, Neil, Don Arnold. All right. So there's still a few of you. Maybe if you guys stick around. Unbearleavable. Nice Euphoria. Nepotism of bears. Hey, what are you trying to say? All right, but yes, there's still a few of you that haven't won. Maybe I'll do one final spin at the end. I don't know. Maybe if I'm feeling lucky. But yes, congrats to our winners. Congratulations to Neil, Racing Plays, and Gene. You guys are going to love the game, trust me. And come back next Friday for my free play Friday, and I will be playing the very game that you won. So that way you can see and we can learn together. The pizza is lucky. So I forgot to tell you that I have a tax. I'm going to need some of that pizza, so go ahead and shoot that my way. There's one thing I love more than Mexican food. It's pizza. I don't even care what's on it. I'll eat it. I'll eat the fucking anchovies. I don't give a shit. Peanut butter pizza. I don't care. Trust me, I've had some weird-ass pizzas. All right, but let's get back into it. Now that we've had our wonderful little sesh of winners. Congratulations to all of you. And it's all gone. Of course it is. That's my luck. Right? I'm the one giving stuff away, and I wouldn't even win anything if I was in your shoes. I don't even get pizza. Nah, it's fine. I tease. Could you at least tell me what was on it? Like, come on. Do me a solid. Let me know at least what I'm missing out. Ooh, jalapeno Hawaiian. All right, Neil. And that is why you won right there. Jalapeno Hawaiian. A meat lover. See, and that's why you double won. You heard me talking shit about vegans earlier. Alright, we're just doing a little aesthetics here. Well, I guess I could get everybody back to work while we're doing it. Got that going. Alright, so we'll get this one. Yep, I think that's in the right spot. Sure. Hey, that one worked out perfect. And last but not least, alright, money. There, at least get the little aesthetic. Make sure everything's all lined up nice, right? Ham, bacon, pepperoni, sausage. Ah. Was it the big Italian sausages, or was it that stupid sausage crumble? The shit that you totally know is not sausage, but they call it sausage. Research. Ooh, all right, here we go. We can go for the armorer. Armorer's table. Interesting. We'll go for that research too. Cartography. Stone block. Right, have we built the thing yet? No, we haven't even built it. You know what? Let's go for the stone block. It's a workbench. Ooh, 5 a.m. and you're talking about food, especially when you've been up all night? Bro, I feel you. That has led to many a bad 7-Eleven runs in my day. For those of you that don't know, that's a convenience store. Right? What did they do for such vengeance? Because the ham, bacon, and sausage alone, that's the whole pig. Pepperoni, actually, I honestly don't know what that is, but if it's pig, then all the better. Alright, we're going to cancel that one. Because we're going to put in... blacksmith in the lime. So we're going to do it in the lime. Because I want all my tool things to be the lime. And we'll put in the stonemason. We're going to put that bad boy. It's an outside thing, right? So let's put it over here. All right, we can put a little nook or something. Yeah, we'll put it there. There's a pizza in South Africa. I can't recall the name now. But it's got Gaiman, Boerewors, and biltong with feta and cheddar. It's salty, fatty, and delicious. Dude, just shut up. God damn. Like, it's not even fair anymore. It's not even fair. All you guys talking about food. I don't mean to be rude, but shut up. A little side path. There we go. Little path for the workbench. Oh yeah, we'll give it its own thing too. Oh, Boometh had the clothes literally decompose on his body. They literally just decomposed right off his body. Like, what are you doing over there, dude? Alright, they got all that going, so that's good. I'm thinking that these little junctions right here, facing inward, is where we'll build the 2 churches. Because those are good little spots. And that way we have all this room out here to expand the graveyard. Because we know we're going to expand the graveyard. Zipping it up, Arden. Alright, you're making me drool all over my keyboard. It's not fair. That being said, I'm going to have some water. Ah, delicious. Ooh, what was that? Yo. Alright, so this place is coming along. What's he doing? Getting resources for construction. Why don't you just finish building this one? Why are you coming here? Hauling to stock. That is not what I said. Hauling to stock. Is there... Oh, okay, it's out. Ah, Donald! Come make some more. Damn it, Donald. Alright, we're speeding shit up. Let's go. Speeding it up. Look at all that clay. That delicious clay. Yo, Alan. Alan in the house. And thank you. I'm glad that you're able to catch me live. I know normally on Fridays I don't start until 7 p.m. Eastern, but I decided to try the whole 3 p.m. thing, so that way more people could show up. So I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the party. Feel free to grab a brewski and plop on the couch. It's pretty much what I'm doing. Did I say this was water? I think that's what I said. It's water. Yeah, it's water. Alright. Let's go choppy choppy. Alright, get all the choppies. Ooh, that sun. That is another mechanic that they added that I am definitely a fan of. Is they added the light. I mean, because, you know, with the light, they added, you know, that plants and stuff needed a certain amount of sun exposure, and, you know, which that in itself is cool as well, but... Alright. Bricks. Let's see, how many do we need? I want to make just enough for this. 100! So make... Oh, let me go... up to 10. And then I'm just going to push the magic button. Magic button. Magic button. 100. So just make 100. And talk about food. I do, I love food. Right, this is not a Going Medieval special. This is a Martha Stewart special. We're talking recipes. We're like a bunch of gals gabbing and swapping recipes. There's nothing wrong with that, because it is delicious. Why is there a random lump of iron behind this dude's house? And all the ash. All the ash. Group of animals has arrived. 2 pheasants. Alright, Racing Place is fully back now, everybody. You can all stop talking shit about him. I think we're all just in a constant state of hunger, right? After every meal, you're already like, oh, man, I just had lunch, but what's for dinner? And we're like, oh, dude, we're hobbits. I'm a hobbit. That's totally what it is. No shame. I'm a hobbit. I want first breakfast, second breakfast, 11sies, afternoon tea. Well, if it was correct, then it wouldn't be shit. That's the whole point. Donald. Make some more. I hate that I have to micromanage you, but it is a sad, sad truth. Yo, dude is prone to just wounds. At least he's really smart. He's smart but fragile. Ooh. And he's a gourmand. He has a refined palate. Excuse me. And he's cold hardy, so that's good. Yes, your pork fetish. Yeah. You were the guy from that first episode of Black Mirror, weren't you? Weren't you? Those of you that know, you know. Those of you that don't, go watch the first episode of Black Mirror. Season 1, episode 1. And I apologize, that was a really bad joke, but it was just, low-hanging fruit. Yeah. It does read dirty, Neil. That's why I made the Black Mirror joke. Because that's how I read that. Bro's over here getting his Barry White on with some pork. Raid! Attack the looters! They appeared silently, eyes hollow, hair wild, smelling rancid and daubed with blood. Everyone in Hexham recognized these pillagers as the assailants of the most deadly kind. They were beyond reason, with nothing left to lose. What are we dealing with? 2 archers, 3 fierce marauders, and 5 marauders. Alright, so it's 10 against 8. Black Mirror's on my winter binge list. Now it's just bumper up big time. Yes. The new season just dropped too, which I haven't watched the new season, so no spoilers, please. But I saw that Aaron Paul is in it, my boy from Breaking Bad. So I'm excited. Alright, we're pausing. We're assessing. Let's look at each of them individually. I don't know about you guys. Oh, he looks weak. Gerard, you're weak. No helmet. Look at that chrome dome. Yeah, that's fair, Arden. YouTube kind of slowly starts to take over. But I highly recommend. I mean, Black Mirror won a bunch of awards. It's a really good show. I always recommend it to people. I say if you like alternate realities with a dark twist. Ooh, like the Miley Cyrus episode, that was dark. Or there's one where, like, you can rewind and rewatch anything that you've ever seen because there's, like, a camera in your eye. And a dude does it to, like... Dude's taller than the tree, right? That's because the tree is down in the hole. It's perception. Perception, Neil. Alright, so they're down here. Let's get back to it. We're being attacked. They're coming from down here, which means their only way up is going to be here. Now the question, though, which will set up the archers here waiting for them. The question, though, is are they going to go here to go for the door, or are they going to attempt to take the long way around to this back ramp because the wall isn't built? Ultimately, that's going to be our question. But in the meantime, once the sun gets out of the way. They're going to have to come up this ramp. I made it that way on purpose. This is the only ramp. Unless they want to go all the way around here and go up the double thing, which that would just be stupid. They'll probably come up right here. So let's grab our archers. Alan, I'm drafting you, and you are now part of the King's Army. Donald, I am drafting you. You are now part of the King's Army. Dunstan, you as well, drafted, King's Army. Johnette, drafted, King's Army. Less resistance, so probably backdooring. Yep, that's what I'm going for as well, Dav. Wait, the episode with the rewinding memories, I think I watched that one, and I saw clips of it. Yeah, they're going the long way, 100%. I agree, Neil. But it doesn't matter, because we will be waiting for them right here. And then we will get Letette, and we will get the Godwina, and we will get the Boomith. And we will have them rally. So I'll have them rally back here. Because if they do decide to go this way, we have doors, that's fine. I'm not worried. But we'll have them rally. See, there's the little ramp right there. So we'll have them, we'll want them to come to us. So I'll have them rally there. Alright. Hexam, assemble! It's go time. Time to earn your living. Or as I had a chief petty officer once say, time to nut up or shut up. Alright, incursion. Alright, they got to get around that pit first. Yep, and they'll come up here. Archers will be waiting. They're backdooring. Right? They don't even have to buy us dinner first. They could at least pull our hair, right? Alright. Oh, Ragnil. Let's get you in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5 archers. Yo! Could you imagine? Yeah, look at this. They're rolling up on a fucking firing squad. Like, hey-o! Pew, pew, pew! Here we go. Pew, pew, pew! Bro didn't even stand a chance. Didn't even make it to the fucking ramp. Pew, 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 pew. Nope. No, don't go down there. That's my bad. Right, we just want to wound them. Take these guys out. Oh, look at that. Pow, 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 pow. No. Attack. Oh, there we go. Alright, how are we doing back here? Alright, they still haven't made it yet. No, we're playing loose. Playing loose with our archers here, but we got a lot of them taken out before they even got here. Alright, archers, get up here. Why are they not... Why are they not attacking? What the hell? Alright, everybody. Oh, Johnette died. What? What? I feel like anytime a game has archers up on a slope with a good range, it's almost too OP. Totally agree. I like to imagine them standing up yelling cliffside while shooting. Alright, it was not without loss. Johnette Holt died during the attack. But Dunstan was the bravest of the settlers, dealing the most damage, the most blows to the foes. Johnette took the most damage, and Bumeth blocked the most hits. A squad of good-looking elves, right? Like a whole bunch of just Legoluses. Like a Legoli. Yes, how dare they? Johnette. Take him out. What is she doing over? Oh my god. We weren't even at full capacity. Oh my oi. Alright, everybody. Go about your business. Now they're all gonna be fucking depressed. Because their friend died. Look at all the wolves and the fox coming in. Coming in to get the food. That's hilarious. Alright. Let's pause for a moment and get our cemetery under control. Yeah, see, look, the herbs growing in here. Like, it actually makes it look really pretty. Well, not to shit on you, but there was almost 0 microing. Yeah, that's true. F's in the chat for Johnette. Settler. That's alright. She'll at least get herself a good burial. And we killed all 10, didn't we? Alright, where's Johnette? That's Johnette. Okay. So, who's not bleeding? Godwina. You can do the burial since your ass stood off to the side the whole time. Looks like meat's back on the menu. You know, that is not cool. For those of you that watched my Heathen Cuisine, a raid like this would have ended in a cannibalistic feast. Why does Legoli sound like it could actually be the plural, right? Oh, look, it's a group of Legoli! Or a flock of Legoli. Careful, it's a herd of Legoli. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them there. That's sweet, sweet man meat. Damn it, I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah, so we need 10 graves. We killed everybody. There were no enemy survivors. So we got 1. 2. Alright, no settlers. We gotta make sure we mark these ones for no settlers. Alright, so let's copy. So we got 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Alright, we got those 10 graves. Let's extend the pathing. Alright, gotta keep the aesthetic. And then now on all of these, yeah, those will all be built when they're built. Alright. Everybody else is gonna go back and heal and cry, and it'll be great. But we're gonna make sure that we get Johnette buried. We won't let the wolves eat her. Alright. Here lies Johnette Holt. Brave warrior. Defending Hexham in its hour of need. As the filthy raiders came in. But no, we will not be having that sweet, sweet man meat. Donald? I don't care about your entertainment needs. You need to start producing bricks, bruh. Maybe just do a single perimeter wall to get it done quicker. To help funeral. Or to help funnel. Sorry, not funeral. My mind's on funeral. Alright, it's 5 a.m. I need some sleep. Gonna watch the rest of the replay later. Definitely. Thanks for stopping by, Dav. You have been a loyal friend and follower. Hats off to Dav. Let's get a huzzah in the chat for Dav. let's go ahead and start chopping these. Research is available. Let's check that out. Nope, it sucks. Settler's wounds. Oh, I swear, nobody better die of wounds after the fact. Whoa! Whoa! We got teleported. Yes. Huzzah, huzzah. Alright, how are you doing, my friend? Look at you medically. You are healing your bruised chest. Alright, Dunstan, you got a pierced cheek. And you are healing. So that's good. Litette's got a bruised leg. Oh, that's Litette's. Alan, there we go. Alan's got a bruised leg. And it needs tending. How are we doing, Ragnhild? Bruised arm, bruised nose. She's gonna need some treatment. But everybody else is healing. Donald. Yo, hashtag naked Donald. Yo, Neil. It's been a while since I've heard a Blazing Saddles reference. Dude. 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 Love it. Love it. Alright, I'm gonna uncheck. Make sure all these are unchecked for Settler. I know we don't have any dead settlers, but I don't want to risk it. Can never be too careful. We got the one more. A nudist colony. You know, that would be an interesting play. Just having everybody be naked. Or I thought, actually, you know what? Let's take that a bit further. Nudist colony, right? Alan can have his own room. That's dark. All right. So the nudist colony concept. I thought about doing a playthrough where it's kind of like a early man. So start everybody with 0 skills. Zeros on everything. They're all naked, have absolutely no tools, nothing. They literally have to just start as like a cave person would. And then we do that. We build them little houses that are like literally in caves. And they don't have doors or anything. Like, it's all just... Yes, Naked Alfred. Hashtag Naked Alfred. He's the OG naked man. Who's becoming annoyed? The ladies. The ladies are becoming pissed. Well, it's probably because, they had a friend die. They had their fellow lady die. Okay. Letette, how are you in Marksman? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have you become a ranged fighter. I'm going to switch you over. And Godwin, how are you? Okay, you got a 1. You're garbage. And your Marksman is 10. But you're much better as a melee. Yes, super hard mode, right? So call it like Dawn... Oh, there's a game called Dawn of Man. That's why it's ironic. But like Dawn of Man or Early Man. Or the Caveman special. Everybody has 0 skills. They start with nothing. No supplies. They have to forage. Yeah, make it forage only. So no farming. Because, you know, farming didn't come around till later. Need to make a mobile brazier mod. Right? A nudist colony with a cold snap. Everyone would just freeze to death. Have them huddle. Have them huddle up. But the old part of the challenge then too would be no refined materials. So no iron, no, you know, limestone block, no clay block. You have to use just like raw clay, raw dirt. I feel like that. I think we're onto something here. Season 3. Look out for Going Medieval Season 3. We're onto something. Ooh, got a good little seed. We got all those extra seeds. We got a good supply going now. Very happy. Yes. Food is definitely not a problem, but apparently polecats are. Why the hell? Alright, Dunstan. Get that shit out of here. Little weasel. Weasel rodent. Yes, true ride or die, right? If anything happens to me, you all have to be sad for 10 days. And it's like max mood. Max mood sadness. Yes, things will definitely be snapping. Good point, Neil. Good point. There might be lots of backdooring to keep warm. Hey, what happens in the cave stays in the cave. Alright? And we don't talk about the night the heat went out. Just saying. Alright. Fancy bed. Oh, we unlocked rugs, didn't we? Is that not part of... I thought we unlocked rugs. Is that not part of this? Is that its own... Ooh, a sewing station. That's different than a... New season, winter. Winter held Hexham in its icy grip, so the settlers gathered around the fire on long, dark evenings. They needed to bundle up in warm clothing and heat their chambers to beat the chill. Yes, indeed, beat that chill. Okay, so sewing station is... I could have swore... Alright, we're investigating. Could have swore we unlocked... We didn't unlock rug making. I'm an idiot. We went... That's right. That one we decided to go for blacksmithing, I believe. Okay. Alright, it's not your fault. It's my fault. It takes one jealous villager to start wall painting. Yep. Like, oh, deer. Oh, bear. We fire arrow. I throw spear. And then somebody else would be like, oh, he good artist. Got a bunch of just bodies chilling out here. You can burn them. So, I believe it's under furniture. No. Right here. You can build a pyre. And you can burn them. The byproduct is obviously ash. But I wanted to make this like a true city playthrough where we're a little bit more civilized. And so that's why I built a massive graveyard. So you can see the 3 stone. That means that we've lost 3 villagers since the beginning. But see all of these full ones, those are all the attackers that we've slaughtered. So needless to say, we are very good at killing people. Prioritize the burial. Dunstan, prioritize the burial. Godwina, where are you? You're over there? Alright, guess what? I think you all know what's coming. Prioritize the burial. Rock nil. Prioritize the burial. Let's get these dead bodies out of here. Ooh, and speaking of cold snap, you frickin' jinxed it, Neil. Severe frost turned the ground to iron, ruining planted crops. Trees split, birds froze to death, and rivers became solid ice. It was vital for the settlers to dress warmly and heat Hexham sleeping quarters to evade the deadly kiss of death. Nope, sorry, deadly kiss of cold. That's what I meant. Sorry, not death. Oh shit, I might have jinxed it. Alright, what is it inside? Inside, it is 50 some odd degrees. Okay. Ah, you see that? See what I did there? Somebody in the chat, which feel free to speak up if it was one of y'all, but you go to the thing and you double click it and it selects all of them, and you can change them all to high intensity. All 36 braziers, goddamn. Alright, there. We got them all switched to high. Yes, thank you, Neil. Suffering from the cold. You better have freaking clothes on. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, you got everything on. Yep, you're just outside in the cold. Becoming annoyed. Oh, Rachnil, you're becoming annoyed. Well, a friend died. Well, yeah, that happens. Research, what do we got? Cartography, defensive structures, armor. What do we got for decorative structures. Defensive structures. So it's traps and reinforced doors. Wood traps. I'm gonna go, let's see, what does this require? Okay, I'm gonna go with the defensive, so then that way we can get the iron. It'll lead us then now to the iron traps. And then we're gonna just line all the entrances with iron traps. Oh, she's rebellious. Reason is that she was tired. Sounds like she was tired of our bullshit. She's still on good terms with everybody. Whoa, ooh. Godwina. They're not friends. Alright, don't see the bodies down here. So, after this autosave, did we bury them? No, there are two openings. Oh, there's a body right here. Okay, so that one never got finished. So there is an opening, which tells me that one of the bodies... Oh, it's still right here. Boop. So there's the other one. Alright, so we did get the rest of them. So that's good. She's still just steaming. Look at her. She is pissed. Who's wounded? Rockno, why are you wounded? What'd you do, girl? She got a bruised nose. I don't think she'll die from that. Settlers becoming annoyed. Letette saw a bunch of dead bodies. Settlers are unhappy. Well, yeah. And she's rebelling. And she's exhausted. And she's annoyed. Yeah, they're all annoyed. I mean, their friend died. Essentially, this is what's going to happen. Alright, you are going to come and prioritize burial. And you, Mr. Dunstan, are going to come prioritize burial. We get the last two remains built. Wow. Get them buried. We'll be good to go. Oh, she finally went to sleep. She's steaming. But she's sleeping. I love the ice effect that it puts around the screen. I love the double standards. We'll slaughter them, but I'm upset that I saw their body. Right? Right? Which there actually is a perk. It's a bloodlust perk. Where they do extra bonus and damage when they get a kill, and then when they see a dead body, it actually gives them a positive because it reminds them of the kill. And so they actually don't get a sad buff, they get a happy buff. I think it's called Bloodlust. It's something like that. But yes, there is one that is a combat oriented. And they get excited when they see dead bodies and murder. Yeah, look at that. That is... We are an efficient killing village. Because we use the terrain to our advantage. That's the big thing with this game. You gotta learn how to use the terrain. And I've seen tons of videos where people have, built these towers, or they built these structures, these platforms. I don't waste time on that. I find a good spot to put the village up high. And then I literally bank on the cliffside archer tactic. And it works every time. Every time. Unfortunately, as you can see, every once in a while we lose somebody. But I would like to chalk that up. Her death was literally caused because our melee fighters weren't engaging. It reminds me of Jeff from Season 2. He had no problem carting bodies around and butchering the meat, but he hated the sight of human leather. Right, that was... For the human, or for the heathen cuisine, that was very weird. He had no problem murdering people. He had no problem butchering their bodies. He had no problem eating them. But when he saw the skin leather, he was like, nope, I'm out. That's where I draw the line. I'll kill the person, I'll eat the person, I'll butcher the person, I'll bury the person, I'll burn the person. Like, I'll do whatever you need to with that body. But if you take their skin and turn it into leather, I'm done. Like, that's where you draw the line? Really? You have no problem going full Dexter, but then when it comes to the skin leather, when you're going to go Silence of the Lambs, then it's a problem. Research available. Almost. Settlers are becoming annoyed. Bumith. Letette is exhausted. And Alan and Rachno are unhappy. Maybe make the graveyard for enemies outside the walls. Let them walk through their fallen brethren. Ooh. I've thought about that before, actually. Because that's a tactic that the Romans used to do, is they would put, when they would crucify or pull the enemies, they would do it like along the entrance into the city. So that way, A, you knew where you were going because you just followed the trail of, crucified bodies. But then it was like a warning, and they always would put up the sign letting you know what they had been charged and found guilty of. So it would let you know that as you're entering the city, A, it's under Roman control, and B, these are all the crimes that we do not tolerate. What's the Steam game that the keys were for? I want to look at it on Steam. Yes, my memory is that bad. No, that's fair racing. Yep, Arden is correct. Euphoria, correct. Yep, Circle of Kurzoven. It's a small indie game. One of the developers actually worked on the game The Wandering Village. So, and as a thank you, they sent me a free copy of that as well. So, one of these Free Play Fridays, I'll be playing that game as well. But yes, it's very, very indie, small developer. The team is only like 10 people, so it's really cool. It's out of Switzerland, I believe. I think is where they're based out of. Which for their like top tier, like, so if you went to their Kickstart, and you did their top tier like thing, I think it was like $2,500 or something crazy like that. Or sorry, 2,500 pounds or euros or what it was not American dollars. I believe it was euros, right? That's the little thing with the lines. Anyway, then one of the rewards you got for donating that much was they would bring you out to the studio and you got to have lunch and meet everybody. And which, if I had that kind of money, I would have totally done that. But nope, I figured I'd just get a couple free copies of the game, get some early access, do some alpha stuff. Hook you guys up so that way I'm just not the only one. Because the more people I can get addicted, and the more people you guys can get addicted, which means more sales, which then means better games down the road, more updates. And I'm all about that. I'm all about spreading the love. Looks like Against the Storm kind of looks cool. Yes, it's definitely a cool game. I'm excited for it. Which, if you want to get more in depth with it, then check out next Friday's free play. Probably the same time, 3 o'clock-ish, next Friday. I will be playing the demo that they sent me, the pre-alpha demo. They've already said that there's tons of stuff that they plan on adding. What is the temperature? Oh yeah, all the rooms are now up to about 75 degrees. Yeah, we got out of that cold snap just fine. Alright. We definitely, probably, for sureedly, need to start working on this again. Now that we've got our wood supply. Do we though? I don't see it on our thing. But I can see all the piles of wood out here. So let's just go ahead and put down another. Yep, there we go. Get a little spin action here. There we go. We'll down another layer. And then with that, we'll add this as well. I know it's going to yell at us because they're like, oh, people can't get to it. Yeah, but I'm going to mark it anyway. So let's get some more progress on our Pit-O storage. So I'm being stupid right now, but you were sent keys for the pre-alpha demo to give away to your viewers? No, so I have a demo, and then I have alpha access, but then the keys that I'm giving away are for the early access, which comes after. So it's actually, the early access isn't set to start until like November, December. So you'll get your key. Like, I have all of you guys logged, and you'll get your, as soon as I get it, I'll pass it on to you. And then it'll tell you the date when the early access post alpha, like weird beta thing starts. That's when you'll get access. But I will be I'm part of the, because one of my rewards was to get alpha status. So I will get alpha access, and that came with the pre-alpha demo, which essentially is the demo. I'm pretty sure that they have it available on Steam. So I'm pretty sure that they released the demo that they sent me, I'm pretty sure is released on Steam now. No, dude, don't feel dumb. There's no such thing as a dumb question, only dumb answers. I'd rather you ask... I'd say this to everybody. This is one thing I stress with my kids. Is I'd rather you ask, and then me inform you, because then now you know, than just assume or try and fake it till you make it. Oh, I hate people like that. The whole fake it till you make it. Like, come on. Like, you just got really lucky, let's be honest. You're not actually good. Oh, we never got this thing smoking. It's not that we have any meat anyway. So we had the bunch out here. I'm pretty sure they already cooked it all up. We're fermenting some fruit juice, so that's good. And we got a little pile of tallow. Alright. Do we have a hunter? Do we want to send Alan on a hunt? Dude's been cooking us up some good grub. How are we doing on grub? Ooh, we need to get some more meats. Now, is it because we're out? We got lots of beets. Okay, so we have the ingredients. Dude just needs to get to cooking. Okay. Harvesting animal. So he just needs to get to cooking. Do we not have a spot for our food? So meals. Meals go here, don't they? And then what goes here? Raw. Raw meat goes there. But what about here? Does anything raw go here? Everything else raw. Okay. I just want to make sure that there's at least a stockpile position, because I noticed that there's all these goodies just sitting out here. You know, let's do a gather. So prioritize hauling. Who else is down there? Who's that? Litet. Prioritize hauling. There's somebody else, I thought. Oh, Godwina. Alright, let's have you come over here and prioritize hauling. So let's get all that picked up. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Demo is available. I think it was part of the next fest. Yes. They sent it to me anyway. It wasn't listed as a reward. I think they just sent it as a thank you to everybody that... because it launched on Steam anyway. Man, I need to get going Medieval at some point. This is like my dream RimWorld game. RimWorld Medieval mods aren't good enough. I haven't played RimWorld. I definitely need to try it, though. Everyone keeps comparing this to RimWorld. But I need to give it... Alright, anyway, new settler. The Looters. Appearing deranged at first, Osric was simply overcome with terror. A pitiful stumbling corpse, with wells from binding and harsh beatings, by a cruel master, Osric begged, "Hide me! I will die if I am caught. I went a little Hans Gruber there for a second. The settlers slammed the door. No, we're not dicks. All right, what is he gonna do? Ooh, he's a Chef Boyardee. I haven't played RimWorld. Okay, so wait. Let's do a little rewind here. What you need to understand is that I'm just getting into PC gaming. I've always been an Xbox dude. So a lot of those kinds of games weren't for Xbox. I started playing like City Skylines, Surviving Mars, Surviving Aftermath, Planet Coaster, stuff like that on Xbox. And I was like, wow, it'd be really cool if they made games like this on PC. And then somebody showed me Steam, and I was like, shut the front door. And so now I'm hooked. Now I'm downloading like every little thing I can. But I don't have the time to just sit and try all these games. But yes, I bought and downloaded RimWorld. I have it. It is sitting on my desktop. I just haven't played it yet. Yes, thank you. Xbox is pretty good. When it wants to be. My main thing, and for the longest time, and what ate up like 90% of my time, is I was playing Elder Scrolls Online. But then that is kind of... Like, they still are putting out good material, but it's kind of getting to the point where if you're not playing every day, then you just can't keep up. So I switched over to Fallout 76. And so that one I'm pretty good at keeping up, because the dailies are pretty solid. Right? The game started on PC first. I know. I felt so dumb. And then there's games that are on PC that like I've never seen before, and I'm like, oh my god, where has all this been? Like, and then some of them I'm like, oh, they need to put this on Xbox, and then I come to find out, oh, it's the reason it's on PC is because they could never reach a deal. I'm like, oh. Just like there's tons of games that are Xbox exclusive or that are PlayStation exclusive. Let's help him out. Osric. Ooh, come on down. Come on down from up above. Alright, he's got wounds. We shall heal them. So 1 day, 19 hours. How long is the stream planning to go for? I don't know. Till I feel like I don't want to play anymore? I don't really have a solid answer. I'm going to bow out for the night. Thanks for a fun 2 hours, and have a good stream. Thanks so much, Arden. Thanks for stopping by. Go get yourself some rest. I highly recommend that. Sleep is priority. Make sure you take care of yourself. Drink plenty of water. Keep your blood sugar up. All that jazz. Let's get a huzzah for Arden. Alright. Jobs. Nope, schedule. Let's get him on the bandwagon. Alright, let's see what he's got going for us. I will say RimWorld is the predecessor to Stranded Alien Dawn, where Stranded Alien Dawn, in my opinion, going to be the easier game. Okay, that's fair. I love that game too, so I have no doubt that I'm probably going to like RimWorld. It's just everyone tells me that it's the whole 2D thing. Good answer on the time. I'm going to head out now. It's been a good time. Hope to catch another stream. Yeah, definitely. Every Friday. Friday free plays. I'll be here live. Otherwise, I should get back to cranking out some more Stranded Alien Dawn videos this next week. Another hour for your journey home. You got it, Alan. I think we can crank out another hour. As long as I'm doing this, I get to avoid the wife and kids. So let's go. Alright, no art for you. Tailoring sucks. Carpentry is a 10. Maybe just leave it as a 3. So yeah, we'll leave that. Alright, he's a Chef Boyardee. Alright, he's got them botany powers. Got them mining powers. Husbandry we won't really worry about. He's got those botany powers. Ooh, construction is 0. Marksman is not bad. And really, that's the only way that you're ever going to get better. Is by doing it. Okay, all in all, we got a pretty good mix. Alright, thanks so much, Racing Plays, for stopping by. Let's get a huzzah for racing. And let's get Osric situated with a ranged weapon. A cap. It's winter, my dude, so put on some winter clothes. Right? Everybody's got clothes on, so no more hashtag nakeds. And you're on a meal plan, my friend. So 2, 4, 6. We are back up to 8. We have more archers this time. So let's rock and roll. So, what I'm thinking, like, they have to come up here, right? We had our archers, and we were picking them off. What I'm thinking we might do instead, because if they're going to avoid the door, and they're going to come up this ramp, right? So, right here on this first block, we put Bro with the shield, Boometh, and we put Godwina behind him, because she's got the two-handed, so she can basically stab through him into the enemy. That way it locks the enemy here, and then literally just line all the archers right here along the side, and they'll just pick off everybody else that's stuck down here while they 1v1. And then have the archers basically constantly firing. And just basically take them. Just take them one at a time. Yo, we're still... Donald! An acquaintance died. He wasn't that good of friends with Johnette. He's like, I didn't know her that well. Ooh, alright. We're coming along good with our Pito storage. Fermented juice is now rough wine. Drink up, me hearties. Yo-ho. Alright, gotta do rug making. I want to do it now. I want to get some rugs. Yes. Alright. A rug. You need a tailor autosave. Alright, this is a big rug. 40 cloth clothing fabric. 15. And this is rush matting. Oh, so it's a rug, but it's not as fancy. Alright, let's go with this one. We're going to shoot it to the top. And I want to make, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, let's go 12. That works, right? And what is it going to use? It's going to use everything. But not that human leather. But not that human leather. Yep, let's crank out 12 rugs. That should be sufficient. Still waiting on the 100 blocks. Alright, what do you need for this? Alright, Donald! Make more bricks, dude. Last day of June. This year is half over already. Agreed, Euphoria. Agreed. Heading into July. Heading into August. September. And then it's Halloween. Yeah. And then it's Thanksgiving for us here in America. Turkey Day. And before anyone says anything, yes, of course I would know all the holidays that involve food. Alright, so one thing I want to check. We got the floor there. Floor there. Alright, so the bottom is dirt. It is 31 degrees down there. So as we're adding levels, it's actually getting colder, which is good. But then down here, I want to put stone floor. Because we need to put flooring. Yo, bonfires. I actually just put in a fire pit in my backyard. It's gorgeous. Nice big ceramic bowl. Decorative stone. Nice little, wire mesh to keep all the ash and stuff from flying into the bushes. But yes, I'm excited to use it this winter. I don't like the extreme hot weather in July and August. Yeah, that's true. It does get extremely hot. A week left of work, and then it's summer vacation, going to my Viking markets. Dude, I am super jealous. Super jealous of Viking markets. That just, without any explanation as to what that is, it just sounds badass. Like, that's so cool. I'm a huge, huge fan of, Nordic culture. So yes, anything Vikinger, I'm all about that. I might be a time traveler, alright? I know a lot of things about a lot of things, okay? Don't judge me. Only Odin can do that. I wish I was a time traveler. But, as math and science has shown us, time is relative. We can stretch it, we can shrink it, but it always moves forward. We can't go back. Actually, speaking of, I actually read a paper recently about faster than light travel. And about the perspective about how as you approach the speed of light, right, your time changes differently than people who are, just on the planet or whatever. And so there would actually be moments where you could go from one end of the galaxy and back, and even though it's been 5 or 10 minutes for you, it had been maybe 50 years, and then everything would have shifted too, so coordinates would change, because obviously the universe is forever moving in a direction, right? The sun isn't just in some one single spot. So even if you were, that's the whole big thing with time travel, is even if you were able to bend time and go back, the positioning, because would you be going back in space? It gets really crazy. But, I'll go ahead and pull back the throttle before I fucking nerd out. All I'm going to say is if you see the movie Time Machine, based off the book, it is, that whole concept of time travel is highly inaccurate, because he's moving through time, yes, but the planet itself, as it moves through time, is also moving through space. And he doesn't. He stays in one spot. Bonfire Night in Great Britain is the 5th of November. Ah, yes. Remember the 5th of November. It's a celebration of the failed assassination of King James I. We have a huge public bonfires and fireworks. Yo, that sounds dope. Aside from the whole, assassination part. But yes, I remember that. Remember the 5th of November. I believe that was that V for Vendetta. Something like that. Alright, lost property, violent extortionists, the looters. The brute spoke, soft but menacing. Altric belongs to me. Hand over my slave, or you will all suffer. They were deadly serious. Well, you're here to kill us, so clearly you're deadly serious. Yeah, we don't even have to do it for Osric's sake. You threatened us, so you're gonna get it, my friend. All right, here they come. So let's see. Let's look at their trajectory. I'm willing to bet that they're probably gonna come here, right? Because they got the double ramp. Got the ramp here behind this tree, and then you got the ramp here. So let's just assume, right? Because even if they go the other way for whatever crazy ass reason, there's the doors. It's really cool. I have my own Viking tent where we convey the Viking age to tourists. Dude, you're living the dream. That is so cool. Huge respect for that. In my travels, I had a chance to go up in the Scandinavia area and actually go see a traditional shipbuilder, like the way that they used to actually bend wet and bend the wood and build it and stuff. So I have a huge respect for the craftsmanship of the culture. So I'm extremely jealous that you get to go and do that. Oh, I see. That's cool. Hell yeah. Love V for Vendetta. Yes. Love Hugo Weaving. I'm a huge Hugo Weaving fan. Ever since he was Mr. Smith. And then the fact that he was Elrond in Lord of the Rings. Everything comes back to Lord of the Rings, I swear. Alright, anyway. Let's draft this beast and get him here. And draft this young lady and get her there. Alright, and then Alan. Put you here. Donald. You'll go there. Dunstan. You'll go here. Latet. Osric and Rochnil. You'll all come here. Alright. Hexam. Assemble. Here we go. And there's a fox. And was that polecat? Alright, here they come. Ooh, York, England. I would love to go to that. Right, like don't get me wrong. There's places all over the United States that have excellent history. Right? The colony stuff, even with our own Civil War crap. Because we thought that making people do things against their will was a good idea. Whatever. let's not even get into that. But there's a lot of good history stuff here, but nothing as old and beautiful as actual origin level stuff that you get in Europe. The little bits of time that I spent, I was genuinely jealous. There we go. Full on firing squad. Get 'em, boys and girls. Yo, you guys suck. What is the point? If you're just gonna let the enemy run by you. Osric is unconscious. Get him. Fire at somebody. Everybody's unconscious. Rognil is dead. Ah! But somehow we got a victory. Not everyone survived this fateful encounter. Hexam lost one of its people. Rognil Bundy died during the attack. 3 sworn enemies died during the fight. Alan was the bravest, dealing the most blows. Bummoth took the most damage. And Bummoth blocked the most hits. No, just fall back. Alright, let's get everybody handled. Swear to God if anyone dies. Alright, Donald. Alright, then get Bummoth. I don't even know what to say. I know I'm awkwardly silent. Because I literally have people bleeding out. Pretty sure she's gonna die. Piercing arm muscle. How's her hit points doing? She is weirdly healing. They all are. Well, let's get everybody back. Alright. Edwina. Alright, you're coming. Donald. No, you don't got time to be hungry, bro. Come get Alan. I don't care if you're hungry. Come get our dude. Ooh, Dorian, welcome. Glad it's your first time. I'm glad I'm your first. Yeah, there's low-hanging fruit there. Yeah, I love North Wales and all the old castles. You can walk around them to this day. They were built in the 1200s and still stand today. Wales has the best castles. I'll have to take your word for it, Neil. Donald. Edwina. Where the fuck is she? Oh, there she comes. Yeah, I'll take your word for it, Neil. I have a feeling you wouldn't lead me astray. Some of the stuff I have seen when I've been to Ireland, though, is pretty epic. But I know that Irish castles are nowhere near as grand as some of the ones over on the main island. Over in beautiful... Yep, I like Warwick Castle. Warwickshire. Warwick, is it Warwickshire or Shire? Your dry comedy is just right up my alley, and I say that as a compliment. Thank you. Yes. I do what I can. And when I can't, I say fuck it. There we go. Chop all those trees. Warwickshire. Okay, yeah. I know that's like a thing. Like adding shire and... Now I want an honest opinion. Am I saying it correctly? Worcestershire. Did I say it correctly? For all of you UK people out there. Did I say it correctly? Alright, we got... Spoken like a true mechanical engineer. Yes, thank you. My motto is close enough for government work. Alright, Fierce Marauder. He's being eaten by a fox. He's being eaten by a fox. Marauder. Oh, Rognil. We have a spot for you. So we got 3 Marauders. So we're going to need 3 more graves. I live in London. There's actual cannons buried nose down in the corners of a couple of the East End crossroads. That's dope. I would love to live somewhere where like you could literally walk outside and just see history. Like that would be so cool. Although they were built by the English to control the Welsh, so the Welsh may say differently. That's fair. Just about, yes. First time I've heard an American person say it correctly. Well, thank you. I take pride in digesting cultures properly and making sure that I'm speaking properly. Unmarked grave. Here we go. Oh, actually, yeah. We're going to do wood. Worcestershire. Alright, now I feel like I started something. If only people knew how true that is, Bears. Same as military grade. Means scrapped together and as cheap as it can be. Exactly, Dorian. Because if all else fails, foobar. Am I right? Alright, we need some graves. Let's put in some graves. Put one down there, one down there. Actually, I think we're to the point where I wanted to start lining the other direction. So let's get rid of this one. And let's start going the other direction. Alright, Alan, that just feels made up. Oh, you mean aluminium? Right? Instead of aluminum. Like, what the fuck is that? Sorry. Even as an American, I know that shit's wrong. I recommend eating and not wasting that meat. Alright. Put a grave and a grave. We'll start working on this side, I guess. You're the odd ones. Right? Yeah, they're the odd ones. It's not like we are the only ones that drive on our side of the road, or we're the only ones that have a completely different measurement system that makes absolutely no fucking sense. But yeah, they're wrong. You're absolutely correct. I'm not trying to defend anybody, I'm just saying. It's frustrating as an engineer when they're like, oh, but I did it inches. Yeah, but I did it in centimeters. Like, okay, so no joke. There was a NASA mission where they partnered with the European Space Agency, and you can look this up, on a Mars satellite. I think it was supposed to be a lander, and it never made it because the European Space Agency assumed that the Americans had left it when they sent over the plans and stuff. They assumed that they had left it in metric, but the Americans had converted it to inches. And so then it just caused so many problems. And so it got built, but then when they were doing the diagnostics and stuff, like for the telemetry, it was way off course and ended up like crashing off into like some moon or something. Right, we make everything so complicated. Right, how are we going to measure it? That looks to be 5 washing machines. Yeah, that's a good source. Oh, no. But we got to convert that. All right, what are we going to convert it to? 5 washing machines is about 3.5 refrigerators. That sounds about right. And then let's go get our Bud Light and take our left turns, because Rango Dango NASCAR. I know I probably just offended so many people in that one swoop. But let's be honest, you had it coming. Alright, everyone's just resting. Oh, not Donald. Donald's praying. He's like, I just had to carry all those people back to their bed. Lord, help me. I'm hurting. My whole body hurts. Now he's going to go get some entertainment. And why is there just some stew? Donald, are you hungry? He is not hungry. Do you have food in your pouch? You have stew in your pouch. Then tonnage is even different. Like we call it the same thing, but has different values. Right? Use miles. You don't do things in kilometers. It's all miles. That's interesting. That's fair, Dorian. I've lived in places like that where everything's measured in hours. Be like, yo, I gotta go over to Carver City. It's like 3 hours. Like everything's done like that. Exactly 17 lemons and 3/8 of a kumquat. Oh, Neil. Everybody's just sleeping. This is super boring. Let's speed it up. Everybody's hurt. They're all wounded. Alright, so what we need to do... Here's what we're going to have to do. Pause it for a moment. Who's our constructors? Alright, construction. We got Bumeth, Donald, Gwendolyn, and Letette. Okay, Donald, I'm bumping you to a 1. So you're going to take a back seat on research. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Bumeth, what do you do besides... yeah, okay. We really... Let's see, how is he? He's well rested. Alright, so you can get your ass up and come make some bricks. Dallas and Houston are both 3.5 hours from me. I don't know the mileage. I know Texarkana is 4 hours and 15 minutes. Exactly. When I lived in California, it was the same way because the state's just so freaking big. I'd be like, all right, well, it's 6 hours to LA, 8 hours to San Diego, or you can go 4.5 hours up to San Francisco, or 5 hours up to Sacramento, or you go 2 hours to Pismo. Like, I just knew all the places based off of how long it took me to drive there. And it's funny, now that I live in Ohio, people are like, oh, I want to go to the lake, but it's 45 minutes away. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? Like, I would drive 6 hours just to go to Disneyland. Like, that's nothing. 45 minutes? Hell yeah, 45 minutes, I can get to the lake. I'll get there set up my barbecue and my beer, and I'll be there before anyone else. Texas east to west is like 21 hours. Yeah, it took me 2 days. I drove. I decided it would be a good idea to drive from South Carolina and then head south and then head into California that direction. So I went from South Carolina, then I went down into Georgia, and then went across, and went through, Mississippi and Louisiana, and then I went through Texas. I actually went up into Fort Worth, and then took Fort Worth all the way to El Paso. I believe it was the 10 or the 8, one of those. I can't remember what the freeway numbers. It's the 10 or the 8. One of those. It goes from Fort Worth all the way to El Paso. And it took me 2 days. I had to stop. Yeah. And then from El Paso, I went into Phoenix, was my next stop. And then from Phoenix, I was able to get all the way into San Diego. And then I took San Diego up to Fresno, where I'm from. Closest drive is 35 miles to... with sushi and rolling entertainment, the closest large town, 3,200 people. Oh, that's not bad. It's actually not too bad. I, now, living in Ohio, I live in a township. So there's like 2,000 people. But then the next town over, is a little bit bigger, and it's only like maybe 20 minutes. And then there's another town that's like 20 minutes from that. And then you get Cleveland, which then you hit like downtown, and then, they're widely populated. Best barbecue was across the road of the Flying J in Texarkana. Are the dogs domesticated? They can be. Typically, they spawn pre-domesticated, like, if that makes sense. And then you have to train them to be pets. You can buy them already as pets. You can start the game with them as already pets. But let's look and see if we got anything. So let's look at our domestics. We got go. Yep, tons of goats. All right, let's look at wildlife. Wolves, fox, polecat, deer, polecat, wolf, polecat. Lots of polecats. The fuck? Alright, no dogs. But yeah, usually when the dogs spawn, they're already domestic. But you have to have a villager go and, like, bring them. For them to, like, stick around. Alright, wounds. We got lots of wounded people. Lots of exhausted. Oh, Donald's exhausted. Research available. Alright, nothing good. Settlers are becoming annoyed. Well, yeah, they just watched another friend die. Donald. What are you constructing now, dude? Alright. Friendly visit. Merchant caravan. The dealer in luxuries sometimes carries swords from Toledo and Damascus. Milanese armor. Unusual mechanical parts. Esoteric ingredients. And books bound in buttery parchment. They're exclusive and carefully selected items come at a premium. Christopher, as a Texas, I disagree. Neil, I can drive 18 hours and still be in the same state. Right? Most people in the UK don't know where all the American states are. I have to look at the map. That's fair, dude. You didn't grow up with it. We like, part of, growing up in America, and you go to school, you go to like a geography class, and that's like, they like beat that into you, is you got to know your 50 states, and you got to know where they are, and you got to know all the capitals. And they're not as strict as they used to be, but I grew up in a generation where I learned all of them, and I've traveled enough too. That's, you absorb a lot of it doing that. It's close enough to Texas. I like that every region that has great barbecue also has their own unique blues music. That is true. That is true, Chris. They always have their own like blues music. They also have like a really kind of shitty good like 80s rock, like local rock station. You can load some mechanical parts and you can sell for 110 plus each. Yeah, that would totally work, but the only thing with that, I believe Dunstan is our speech, yep, is that the money, you can't stockpile money in this game. That's the only thing. So you have to do even for even trade. So if we could totally do that, make a shit ton of mechanical parts and get them ready to be sold, but if the merchant just doesn't have anything, then we're just stuck with all these mechanical parts. I mean, we could use them for traps, but that's the only downside. So you can't, like, sell them, then keep the gold to hold on to for next time. They don't do that. Alright, so for a solo merchant, 720 kilograms, he's got a pretty big backpack. Ooh, that advanced research table, basic research tables. More apples. Oh, we need to plant the apples we bought last time. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's grab the apple trees. Oh no, those are ours. Barbecue is religion. True that. Truer words have never been spoken. Alright, what does he got? A table. He's got that we need that forge though. I don't know if I have 1,400 worth of stuff to give. I have to sell all my goats. Church of Restitution. Yeah, this dude's got a lot of exotic stuff. A lot of good stuff. But nothing that we really need. Mechanical components. But we don't really need them for anything. Use it as a form of currency. As there isn't any coins in the game, I use mechanical parts as a currency and trade it for other stuff I want. It's cheap to make, quick, and valuable. Okay, yeah, no, fair. Like, I get it. I totally agree with having it. But my only concern then is that you burn through all your iron with all of these mechanical components. Especially like right now where I don't really have a lot of iron because I'm playing in a valley. So iron's already precious. But honestly, if you look at my thing, apparently the way to do it is to just let your goats explode. Because then they're worth almost 70 a pop. And I have so many goats. Alright, so no deal today. There was nothing. But yeah, I got a whole big old field of goats. And we got plenty of hay to get through. Alright, so we built this one, just not for settlers. This one, not for settlers. Not for settlers. And this one, not for settlers. So those are the four. Where's the battlefield? Alright, who's the settler? Fierce Marauder. Okay, so there's Ragnell. So, Boometh, you're praying. Prioritize Ragnell. We need to get her. So we'll have another stone right here. So, since the birth of our great city, we have had 4... Donald is unconscious! And now he's rebellious because he's tired. Dude is just having a mental breakdown. Bumeth. Everyone's going to bed. Just go to bed then. Why are you... my oi. Donald's unconscious again. Donald, where are you? Is he up in the church? Oh yeah, he was like praying or something, wasn't he? Now he's eating. He's going on a food binge. Right, people, 11 p.m. here, so I'm off to bed. Thank you for the Steam key. Looking forward to trying out when it's released. Yeah, thanks so much for coming, Neil. Let's get a huzzah in the chat for Neil. Definitely be looking out for my message in the days and weeks to come. So when I get that Steam key, I will pass it along. Alright, I do. Polecat is a skunk. Grew up in the time when westerns were a thing on TV. Yes, viewers there. It's a time before YouTube. I completely agree, Alan. I have many fond memories spending time with my grandfather in front of the old boob tube, as he used to call it, watching spaghetti westerns with John Wayne. Everybody's just pissed, dude. Everybody's just pissed. Alright, it's still just the structures. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just unlock them so it'll stop popping up. Alright, she's becoming annoyed. Everybody's annoyed. Merchant. Settlers are unhappy. Well, why? Why were they unhappy? It's because he saw a bunch of dead bodies and a friend died. Sorry, I can't really do anything about that. Ooh, Bonanza. Have gun will travel. Ooh, MASH. Yes. I grew up watching a lot of MASH. My dad had it on all the time. Good old Alan Arkin. Then Gilligan's Island. Yes, I always thought it was so funny that they were apparently going out for a 3-hour cruise and somehow they got stranded somewhere beyond rescue. The premise of that is always so ridiculous. But still a good show. Ooh, Andy Griffith. Yes, tons of good oldies. I know, I feel like I grew up right in that perfect little niche where my parents and grandparents were still, you know, into their stuff, but it wasn't before all of the, you know, internet shit had taken over. So I got to really grow up with all the old school kinds of things. And I'm really grateful for that. I really am. Because I feel like I learned a lot of life lessons differently than my peers. Construction failed. That's Fubar. Are we done? Oh, he's down there building the stone floor. Dude, Christopher, I would have loved to have seen Star Wars in theater back in 77. I did get to see episode 1 in theater in 2001. So I was in like junior high, but so I got to see that. And then, yeah, high school computers, that was a thing. That's kind of when it started. They started introducing the like laptop classes because they wanted kids to be more computer literate, which epically failed because then the first thing every kid did was, you know, every teenage boy did was download porn. Because freaking cybersecurity didn't exist. I always thought that was so funny. It's like, it's like the very first thing you did, you abused it. That was the 90s for you. We ruined everything. Alright, I gotta put the poles up. No! Damn you! And now it's gonna have the hole there. God damn it. Alright, here. Laptops are after school. Still, fair. Damn it. Come on. There we go. Oh, see, I was kind of from a small town, so when we did get computers, they were all in the library. So you had all the you had like 10 or 15 computers in the library. And then we still had the Rolodex and we still had the card catalog. So we still had to learn those. My mother let me skip school so I could be the first person in line for Return of the Jedi. Dude, I'm so jealous. I mean, Empire is my favorite. But Return of the Jedi is still a great movie. I actually recently forced my kids to watch it with me for the anniversary. Because I have to say, it's all about Boba Fett. I was a fan of Boba Fett long before the whole Mandalorian thing blew up like it is now. But I used to rock the Boba Fett. Computers were not a thing when I was in school. I'm sorry, Euphoria. Oh, the TRS-80s. See, we got the first generation of the PCs. Like the first... well, no, because we had... I remember in elementary school, the library had the old Macintosh desktops where it pretty much was just word processor. Like that was it. But still, good times. Good times to be alive. All right, Donald. Start making some bricks, dude. Peace is a lie. There's only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. Whoo! All right, if we're gonna start talking Star Wars, you're gonna pull out my nerd side, like my deep nerd side, because that's like no joke. I am in the job that I am in because of how I was inspired from Star Wars. Like, I connected with Han Solo and Chewbacca and the fact that, like, they fixed up the Millennium Falcon, and that drove me to get into engineering, and now I work in the space industry. Like, no joke. Empire is the best of all of them. No lie. Right? The Carbonite. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with Hoth. I mean, and then friggin' Yoda. Like, do or do not. Like, let's go. The reason Empire was so great was Lucas did not have anything to do with the script. Sadly, that's fair. Good. Use the dark side. Let it flow through you. Not gonna lie. I think in the Star Wars world, I would be a gray. I don't think I would be a Jedi or a dark side. I think I would be the in-between. I'd be part of the gray and part of the balance. Because I very much identify with some of the values of, you know, being a good person, but then I also understand that sometimes the only way to get rid of a bad guy is you got to put him down permanently. It's hard for me, but I think I would have followed the path of like Ahsoka, or maybe even like Darth Revan, just getting into the more deeper lore. I would have become a gray, probably even gone out to the wilds of space beyond the Outer Rim. Whew, yeah, see, look, you got me. You got me activated now. Oh, it's all about Star Wars. I love it. Such a wide open. And I love that even though Disney kind of fucked up at the beginning, the fact that they put Jon Favreau and the Clone Wars dude, fuck, it's going to bother me. It's going to drive me crazy now. But since they put them in charge, kind of steering the ship, you know, we're getting a lot deeper lore. We're getting a lot more stuff from time periods that we've never really seen before. I find balance in all things. Life and death, good and evil is not black and white. Yep. No Disney. Now Disney and Kathleen Kennedy have ruined it all. I strongly agree with Kathleen Kennedy. I think that Disney buying it, that wasn't the issue. I think it's the people that they put in charge. Admirably slow. became a thing. Oh. Right, we had IBMs by when I got to high school. But no, Christopher, I agree. It was Kathleen Kennedy really that she drove the ship into the ground, because she tried to make a woke Star Wars. No, not even that really. She just tried to make her Star Wars, and she thought that, you know, she had some kind of master plan because, oh, I worked with George for years. Like, bitch, you were an executive producer. You paid him. Like, shut up. I remember dial-up. I do. I remember the tone. I remember yelling at my brother to get off the phone so I could hop on to download stuff. Yes, Dave Filoni. Thank you. But yes, I remember yelling at my brother to get off the phone so I could use the internet to download stuff for school or to work on a project. Or Yep, that's real life right there. Get that AT&T dial up. Oh shit, you remember AOL and IMing? Okay, so since you opened that can of worms, Chris, I don't think that Book of Boba Fett's story was bad. I think that cinematically it wasn't executed correctly. The idea that he survives the pit, that he's taken in by the Sand People, he learns their ways, and kind of takes back over from the void that was left from Jabba, I thought that was a cool idea. But the fact that they used the Book of Boba Fett as like an unofficial Mandalorian connection, that's that really upset me, because they had that whole episode, which, even though it was awesome for the Mandalorian story arc, because you had young Luke and you had, him with the dark saber and with Grogu, but Boba Fett wasn't even in that episode. I think Fennec was at the end when she asked him for help. I didn't start with Pong, but I totally know what Pong is. I've played it, but I didn't start with that. Sadly, the first video game I really got was when Xbox started coming around. I've played on an Atari, and I've played Pong, and but that wasn't like what I grew up with. I grew up with Super Nintendo, and then leading into Xbox, like original Xbox. But I've played all those old school greats. Like, don't get me wrong, I have deep respect for the video games back then. The post trilogy would have been based on Heir to the Empire. Yes, I saw that, and I would have liked that. And she worked for Spielberg, not Luke. Oh, okay. Well, I just remember seeing her name in a lot of stuff, because I know she was an executive producer with Jurassic Park, and I know that she was involved, I think, with Indiana Jones. Oh, okay. Yeah, no disagreement on the Speeder Vespa gang. Yeah, that was garbage. That's not that again. That's not the part that I'm talking. I'm talking about just the Boba, the main, him taking over for Jabba, like that kind of stuff. All that other little stuff, where they added the fillers with him interacting with people and shit like that. Like the fact that they had Bib Fortuna being the guy trying to be the new Jabba. Like, I thought that was hilarious, because that's a total like little snake move that he would have done. But I feel like Boba realistically would have been a little bit more ruthless. I think that they missed out on an opportunity to have potentially an R-rated Star Wars show, because that's the Boba, and even having having Cad come back, or having Cad come in the live action, and even he made references to the fact that, like, yo, Boba was dirty. I think that that's the Boba we all needed, and they didn't do that. They tried to soften him, to humanize him, just like they did with Thanos, but don't even get me started on that. Yeah, almost two of the episodes had Jin. Yep. Asteroids. That was the best of the late 70s, early 80s. Yeah, right? I remember playing Atari at my grandparents' house growing up, and the first computer games we played were the OG Oregon Trail. Yo, I played Oregon Trail on the computer. The black screen with the green. No joke. I played the shit out of that game. Yes, I love Thrawn. The whole story arc with Thrawn, which I think that's what Filoni is doing with the whole Ahsoka thing, is that he's trying to rebuild all the fuck ups. Environmental cold snap. Severe frost turned the ground to iron, ruining planted crops. Trees split, birds froze to death, and rivers become solid ice. It was vital for the settlers to dress warmly and heat Hexam sleeping quarters to evade the deathly kiss of cold. Yes, Oregon Trail, good times. Dude, I always died of dysentery. That's why whenever I see those like shirts and stickers and stuff where they're like, "You've died of dysentery," I was like, bro, that was no joke. That game was literally rigged to just kill everybody from dysentery. Dances with Rancors. You know what? As cheesy as that was, I thought it was badass to see Bulba on a Rancor at the end. Like that, I will admit that was, but like I had a little bit of moment. I was like, oh, like is this going to be actually awesome? But it kind of washed. But still, I thought that was at least a dope moment. And the fact that it was Danny Trejo as the Rancor trainer, like that was a cool bring in. But yeah, they definitely washed down Boba. That made me sad. Settlers are cold. Shocker. They're becoming annoyed. Why are you annoyed? Dude, you're still not over your friend's death? I'll have another day. Another day of mourning. Jade. Yes. Dude. I'm telling you. Original Mario Kart. Original Mario Kart. Damn, that takes me back. Right? You remember? Okay, like I know this is crazy. This is crazy for any of you younger people out there, but there was a time where if you wanted to play multiplayer, you had to either plug in multiple controllers to one console, or then in like the late 90s, things got crazy and you could actually hook the consoles to each other and start having like 8. And the Xbox even went up to like 16 players. But yeah, those were the times, right? Freaking screen watching and elbowing each other because you're all sitting on the same couch. Like, you can't do that shit now. Nowadays, people get all mad. They're like, oh, you're cheating. Like, dude, like, that's the whole concept. Is to be elbow checking your brother as you pass him to put yourself into first place. Or you throw that sneaky turtle shell. LAN parties, dude, right? I love Mara Jade's backstory. Dude, I do too. See, I feel the same way with the Disney spinoff of Darth Maul. Bringing him back to life, and his final death was just insulting. I mean, I liked that it was, at least in Star Wars Rebels, the cartoon one, that it was Obi-Wan that put him down. Because, you know, he did the first time, and so then he did again. I did enjoy that. Food is getting low. We're talking too much about Star Wars. They're hearing us. All right, how we do? We got some beets, some milk. All right, so we might need to go on a hunt. Let's put out a hunt. We haven't hunted in a while. I want to get some polecat and some deer. Polecats, deer. Right, we're gonna go from having almost no meat to having just way too much. All right, and then we'll go jobs. And all of our hunters we will bump to 1. We're just going to do a mass hunt. So everyone's becoming annoyed. Yeah, no, I get it. Go to sleep. Who remembers Ikira Warriors? Played the heck out of that one. Don't think I'm familiar with that game. Suffering from the cold. What's your room? 19 degrees in there? 20 degree? Are your fires not turned up? Like, what's going on? Like, we've already survived a cold snap. I don't remember it getting this cold last time. Oh, I can hear the arrows. You hear the arrows, the whooshings, as the mass hunt begins. Right? Everybody taking them out. Yo, there's just a pack of wolves chilling over here. All right, bro, get some bricks going while everybody else is out hunting. Jobs. Carwina, we put her on a hunt. No, she has no skill. Why would I? Huh, that's interesting. Yes, Christopher, I'm in Ohio. I'm just outside of Cleveland, up by the lake. So I know it's a pretty general area, but yeah. Pretty much. There you go. Get the other bricks going. We need to get our bricks going. So honestly, we need to get this back wall finished. So that we will stop being raided from behind. Heyo! I love all the pathing. Definitely. I know I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it. It's one of my favorite additions since Update 9. As they will add all the pathing where the villagers have been. Because it's definitely a good thing to have for early game. So for early game, when you have your resources like this, right? So you can see that where they've been walking a bunch is where I laid down cobblestone to make it easier for them. Because I made sure to see how they're moving around. And to keep track of that. Everyone is just becoming annoyed. Alright. Alright, we're getting a good stockpile of animals now. So, who is our Chef Boyardee? Cooking is 32. Cooking is 21. Alright, so Alan, I'm going to put your hunt back to 2. And animal husbandry. Lake effect on the toll road is good times. I refuse to take toll roads. I will tell you that right now. When I put stuff into my Google, GPS or whatever, I click the little box that says avoid tolls. I refuse to use any of the toll roads. I would much rather take a longer neighborhood route. So I guess Browns over Bengals. I mean, everybody in my area are Browns fans. I'm not. I actually only moved here like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I originally grew up in California, and the area that I grew up in were huge San Francisco 49er fans. Well, and then Raiders, Oakland Raiders. That was back when they were in Oakland before they moved to Vegas. And yes, Ohio is East United States by the Great Lakes. Great job, Euphoria, looking it up. I'm proud. You're learning. Yes, we call it the Midwest, also known as the Ohio River Valley. Ironically enough, that's why they named the state Ohio. All right, what was I doing? Alan. Kombucha. We need you to chop us a meats. Chop us a meats. Going out to the fields. Ooh. Ooh, they built that up already. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen. We might be laying down, finally, the ground. Come on. No. Come on. Come on. Why won't it? We might be laying down the ground. Oh, okay. I know why. Because we need to do this. Burp, burp. We need to add the walls. We need to add the walls. going to put just these pieces because they are where all those bits line up. And then we need to put these down. Okay, there we go. You learn something every day. Isn't that true? Every day. I actually try to make that a goal. I try and make it a goal to learn something I didn't know before. That's why I'm like one of the worst people to do a trivia contest with, because I know a lot of random shit. Unless you're on my team, then I'm the best person to be doing it with. I drove over the road in the mid-2000s. How can it be called the Midwest when it's in the East? Look, I don't name this shit. That's just how it was given that name when the western border of the country was the Mississippi River. Yeah, pretty much. Everything past the Mississippi River was like wild territory. The Browns I grew up watching are now called the Baltimore Ravens. Ooh. That's good to know. I didn't know that. See, I learned something. See, and I also remember when the Rams were in LA before they moved to St. Louis, and then now they're back in LA. And I do, well, I don't remember from personal experience, but I do still remember my grandpa talking about how when the Dodgers used to be in Brooklyn. But now they're in LA, and my whole family is, well, me and my grandmother, like that, my mom's side of the family, we're all Dodger fans, which I still enjoy watching the Dodgers. Well, I definitely, if I had to choose between football and baseball, I would rather sit and watch a baseball game because it is way more relaxing. And I like that I can walk away to like go to the bathroom and I can come back and they're like, oh, they're still in the 5th inning. You know, like, whereas like football, you walk away and you come back and you're like, shit, what did I miss? Like, oh, they scored a touchdown. It was so amazing. You missed it. Like, God damn it. My bladder. Whereas baseball, you come back and you're like, oh, hey, he hit a home run. Oh, okay. I was gone long enough that I came back and he's still trotting his fat ass around the bases. There we go. Let's bring this in. To there. There we go. That'll be the warehouse pathing. I definitely didn't put a little... I definitely needed to put a little one back here. We're going to need more limestone. West of the Mississippi was owned by France. Yes, it was owned by France until President Thomas Jefferson purchased it for like only $2 or $3 million, and it was known as the Louisiana Purchase. And it pretty much got us all the way almost out to Oregon, I believe, or maybe just shy. Because then, well, California was part of like Mexico, which was all part of Spanish territory. Because that's where the legend of Zorro comes from. And then the famous expedition was Lewis and Clark were sent west on behalf of President Jefferson to map out and figure out what exactly we had purchased. And that's when they realized that it went on and on and on, and it was a lot of territory. But they found that there was an ocean at the other side, which that was a big deal. Southwest U.S. was Spain, then Mexico. Northwest was still U.K. Yes, I do remember, though, that Lewis and Clark did make it all the way to the Oregon coastline, I believe, or maybe it was Northern California, somewhere up in there. But I remember it was a big dispute because a lot of the countries claimed it. Obviously, ultimately, the U.S., we took everything, but that's what we do. We just take it. All right, let's look at an overview here. How's our wildlife? All we have left are wolves and foxes. We've got a couple of polecats and some deer. But we did a mass culling, so that was awesome. After this, there will be no more deer or polecats. And we got a whole butcher thing going on here. All right, so going into jobs. Our other Chef Boyardee is Osric. So let's get him a 2 on the hunt. Letette. Yeah, let's put her back on a 2. Yeah, we'll have Dunstan and Donald go and finish off the last of the hunt. In Euphoria, interesting. Yeah, it is very interesting. Yeah, it was Napoleon. Napoleon that sold us on behalf of France. Because he needed the money to fund his war. Because he made the same mistake that Hitler did in creating a two-front war going against Russia. And Russia did the same thing to Napoleon that they did to Hitler, which was scorched earth tactic. They withdrew deeper into their own country, but then burned and salted the fields and burned the villages, and basically made it to where the deeper the enemy came into the territory, the less resources there actually were. And so Napoleon got his butt spanked and got sent to an island to live solo. I bet there's more to it, but that's at least what I remember. We should have taken Canada in 1812, right? I mean, we basically had the British on the ropes. We could have taken a large chunk of Canada. At least, definitely the Great Lakes area. We definitely could have taken more of that. But no, I mean, we still have tons of territory today that aren't even technically states. Like Puerto Rico is run by the U.S., but it's not a state. Same with Guam. There's tons of other little areas. But, you know, those are just some examples. New season, spring. Spring arrived in Hexham. As the sun warmed the sleeping ground, vegetation began to grow. It was the perfect time to sow crops for the coming year. And we're out of the cold snap. So, yay! We did it! Yes, America is huge. In size. It is. I will agree with you on that, Euphoria. I drove basically from East Coast to West Coast. So going from California to... Well, driving from California to Ohio took me like 10 days. And that was driving for only like maybe 8 hours a day. There were a couple like maybe 7 hour and maybe like there was like 1 9-hour day in there. But still, it took me almost 10 days to basically drive from East Coast to West Coast. Or sorry, other way. West Coast to East Coast. So yes, it was very large territory. I'm thinking that was driving. So you can imagine, you know, when you hear stories about like the Oregon Trail, it would take them, you know, months, even years, just to get over to the west. And, you know, and that's why, you know, the big deal with like people dying and not even making it. Oh no, a 2-handed mace decomposed. Whatever will we do? Alright, let's get a iron smelting forever. Are we even making brick? Alright, let's put down... You know, we have never put down a stockpile for it. So let's put down a stockpile. And this will be... So clear all. Very high priority. Materials raw... Nope, sorry. Manufactured. It'll be for limestone brick. And then we will go... Oh, blimey, you can drive from London to Scotland in less than a day. But not compared to China or Russia. Yep, true. Very true. Russia, I'm pretty sure, is the largest landmass, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Alright, clear all. Very high. Clear all. Very high. And this will be for raw limestone. Okay. Should be 3 days top solo. Oh, you're talking about my 10-day... Well, it's because I only drove like a few hours each day, and then there were days in between where I wasn't driving. Like where I was stopping to like see the sights. I think actual drive days, I think, was maybe 4 days. But that's also because I didn't go straight across. I like dipped and turned to like make sure that I stopped at certain places. because I went from California and then I went south, Indiana to New Mexico in 23 hours. Oh yeah, I mean if you take a straight shot, like yeah, you could. That would definitely be a chill drive. I've done it. I've gone from Ohio to California nonstop, and it was like 32 hours straight, and I just shotgunned Monster and Red Bull the whole time. But I mean, you take you go from like, San Diego to like the Grand Canyon, and then you'd stop and spend a day in the Grand Canyon, and then you'd take a drive, into like Texas or something, and then you stop and hang out there for a day, and then we went up into like Kansas, and then like, we took like this very kind of twirly, curvy route, just because instead of going in a straight line, I marked all the like cool tourist stops along the way. Like I was like, okay, I have to go to the Grand Canyon. We have to go, to this nuclear museum. We have to go to like Dodge City was a must for me. I wanted to go there. Yeah, we were joyriding. Well, it was a family vacation, so I brought the kids, the wife, everybody was all loaded up because it was on our way, during our move from California to Ohio. So yeah, we wanted to stop all the good places. Like we went to the Children's Museum in Indianapolis, like where they had the big dinosaur exhibit and all the goodies. I'm talking about driving a truck. Oh yeah, truck driving. Okay, truck driving, that's like a whole nother ball game, and I have deep respect for truck drivers because I mean hauling freight around, like that's no joke. That's the backbone. I know that more now, working in the engineering field and seeing the machine parts and all the custom prototype stuff that we ship out all the time, and seeing these dudes in these trucks, and they just look like haggard because they know that like, oh fuck, I got like a 20-hour drive ahead of me. So yeah, I have mad respect for that. Truck driving, that's a whole nother ball game. I was basically running 2 logbooks. Damn. Oh look, all the snow is gone. It's beautiful. And we have a deer just chilling. And there's a wolf in the house. Alright, Alan, what do you got going on? Here, just come grab this real quick. I think his armor just literally broke on his body. Okay, what is this? It's a wolf. Okay, we got Osric and Alan. Alright, we're going to do something stupid here. Osric. There, come on, Alan. We're going to have him attack the wolf. Driving a semi. Yes. Yes, thank you, Euphoria. I did not have the luxury. I did not have that luxury when I was driving. All right. All right, sweet, got him. All right, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. You're not a part of this. All right, then we'll get a little wolf meat on the menu. You have to engineer things to be able to fit the trailers. Yeah, no joke. Like, the way we would have to box stuff, and, like, they would give it, like, because obviously, I mean, the trailers are only so big, and so we would have to, like, take things apart and box it certain ways, and especially in the, aerospace, especially with, like, some of the, like, airplane parts and shit, like, those can get very oddly shaped, so you have to box them and pad them and reinforce them to fit inside these, rectangles. So it gets very interesting very fast. And sometimes, you'd have one truck that would have a bed that only had like one part on it. And that driver was responsible for just like that one big ass piece. And that was it. And like on the one hand, like you feel really bad because you're like, this dude is literally, his entire job is just driving this one engine or this one wing or something. And like, that's it. That's it. Alright, all in all, everything seems to be jamming here pretty good. Still never buried those bodies, I guess. Did they get eaten? Is that why? They were over here. Oh yeah, they got 8. There's the bones. Num and nums. Alright, cool. Well, that means we don't gotta worry about them. Alright. Donald, come get this going. Plymouth, what are you doing? Are you refueling that? Alright. Godwina, come get this going. We need to get more bricks. We need more bricks so we can finish our wall. I never looked. Was this finished? It still has snow on the roof. That is adorable. Alright, so I'm going to change that to go that way. So many experiences when you drove. Oh, I bet. I've heard stories of how shit gets weird on the road. I've heard stories. So I can only imagine. Alright, so we do have a house here that is available. So who's having to share? Who's this? Alan and Osric. Alright, Alan, I believe that you, my friend, deserve a nice cozy bed. So let's rotate this. And let's grab these. Copy those as well. Alright, so we want to put one here and one over there. Alright, well, let's get those built. And that will be Alan's new bed. Yep, so we'll go ahead and deconstruct that spot. And there we'll have another one. Living up top. Excellent. Alright, this I'm going to get rid of because it's... The whole thing with the banner is getting really screwy. Yeah, see, it did it here too. It removed the banner. It removed from the banner. Which I'll still leave, that's fine. Nope, there we go. Let's go ahead and copy that right there. What? Oh, ground type. Oh. Well, it's nearly midnight here. We'll have to go and get my beauty sleep in 10 minutes. On that note, Euphoria, just bear with me a little bit. I'm thinking when I hit about the 4-hour mark, so about 7 p.m. my time, then we're going to go ahead and call the stream, and I'm going to do my final spin. So if you wouldn't mind sticking around just to see if you win. I'm going to do, and I got some people to add too, but I'm going to do one final giveaway for a free shirt. See, they were building the guard things up here. Alright. Yes, so, actually, we're about to hit nighttime, so once everybody goes to sleep... Alright, this belongs to Alan. So once everybody goes to sleep here... Then I'm going to go ahead and save it, and then we'll get everything set up. We'll do the drawing for the free shirt, and then we'll go ahead and call it. You guys have been wonderful. Friendly visit, lone traveler. This guy has come with a bunch of shit, and he's laid it out, and he's really creepy about it. That's the gist of what it says. For those of you that weren't aware. Ooh, can these... Oh, no, they can't... I'm going to say they can't be reached because I left a space on purpose. Because I didn't know if we did the bookcases all the way up against if they'd be reachable. But no, they can be reached. So our people are choosing not to. They are choosing not to partake. What is it in here? 41 degrees. I really hope... Because I haven't really gotten far enough into the game. But I'm curious if further in the research pipeline there are better heat sources, because building these braziers and then building torches on the wall, and like, I feel like you would need them just all over the place to keep your space warm. And that's the whole reason, like in here is 45 degrees, and it's got a better insulator with the clay than with the wood. Like, she just lost both, so she's probably freezing her little ass off. Bro's up there asleep. But we'll go ahead and pause it. So this is as good a spot as any. So let's go ahead and drop a save real quick. Ooh, that took a minute. All right. And I will go ahead and get us set up for our final drawing. So let me see here. All right. So I got Dav, Arden, Euphoria, Last, Devin. Let's see, who are we missing? We're missing Mr. Christopher Buzzle. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And who else we got dropping in? Dorian. Fendrel. And, ooh, we got Alan. Alan 24/7. Alright, if there's anybody out there watching that I missed that wants to be in the final drawing for the shirt, go ahead and drop an emoji, thumbs up, I don't know, give me a huzzah, something in the chat to let me know that you're here. Alright. My Viking brother, I've got you. You're good to go. Paint in hand. Ooh, welcome. Glad you could join us. Oop, it's Alan 24/7, not 25/7. Paint in hand. All right, who else we got? All right, Gene, I got you. Which I'm pretty sure, yeah, you won. You're a winner chicken dinner. All right, last call. Anybody else? Anybody else? I'm going back through the chat here to see if there's anybody I missed. Let's see. Nope. Looks like it's all been the same peoples. Ooh, and Tara. All right, go ahead and drop you in as well. All right. Have a great weekend too, Chris. If you can, wait a moment here as I spin the wheel. Let's see if you can win a shirt. All right, so I think that's everybody. Let's go ahead and get it rolling. All right, so here we are, the magic wheel. And away we go. All right, Alan, 24/7. You are our final winner for the stream. Congratulations. So definitely be on the lookout for my message/email. You can claim your prize. All right, everybody. So thank you so much for stopping by. This has been an excellent live stream. Fantastic 500 sub special. Lots of great chats. Lots of great playthrough. Had a couple raids. We lost some people. We got some new deals. It's been fantastic. So as always, go ahead and drop a like. Shoot me some comments. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. As always, you can follow me on Instagram at Bears and Beans for all the latest updates and happenings. If you'd like to show your support, you can head over to Patreon or find the link in the description for my merch. And as always, guys, thank you all so much. You're a fantastic group of people. I love hanging out with you all, and I love making videos. Such an awesome, positive community. This has been fantastic. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.